This is Q Talk America.
The following broadcast contains adult humor, language, and topics, along with partial nudity. Actual knowledge is used sparingly. This show is a result of a lost bet and a bad game of rock, paper, scissors. It's The Show with Clayton McKee. And now, a man with a face for...
There's that. Now we've got that. There's that.
Well, now they know what they're watching. That's good.
That's
good
exciting.
Sure.
I'm sure that's exciting for everybody. So take this off, get this off, get this on.
I'm ready for my close-up.
There we are. There's all four of us. Holy fuck. That was exciting for the first. That's a big technical. I think we should all be drinking already by now.
Okay, if you insist.
There's that. Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We're going to have to. I've got major issues with your mic.
It's also like a little user error. A little bit.
A little bit?
This is slight.
That's what I was saying, because the one week I swore that you weren't here, I had that microphone.
Yeah.
Because every time, but it's
it's all of them. So I've got to replace all of them. Oh, for the love of God.
Just gently scoot you this way so that you're no.
Thank you.
Well, though the disabling intro, this is the show on Q Talk America. I'm Clayton McKee. Thank you for being here. I'm here along with Katie, Marnie, and Al, as we do each and every week. 7 o'clock coming to you live from the Q Talk America studios. Coming just a little while. She's busy signing paperwork and her life away. Marnie's girlfriend Erin is coming in to be our in-studio guest bartender for this evening. She's on spring break, so it makes it easy and... well, just easy,
But
really.
she's easy.
Well,
No, I just meant.
I wasn't going to say that, but apparently you will. I'm not going to stick my finger in that mess.
Well, leave it alone. let that go.
Oh, is that a product placement now you're doing for the wine? I like
Yes, because I'm afraid I'm going to forget to tell Marsha over there what it means.
Okay. Not sure. Anywho, here we go. It's another 3 hours of God knows what coming from us. We have a new segment this week. This week we talked about endlessly last week in the midst of being drunk. So we're not sure how that's going to go off, but I have theme music.
The best part is I honestly didn't remember how in depth we got to it, and then I got here and I thought, I should start writing down some of the rules, because I don't think we went over the rules last week.
Turns out we did.
Oh no! Turns out I just felt free to write down everything.
Yeah.
For the first time ever, I was actually like note taking.
Yeah.
I have everything as well, just in case as a backup.
Good.
So.
Just
We're
made me
good.
laugh.
For the love of everything. Well, it's been another exciting week in everybody's lives. I'm sure Katie and I have been. Well, Katie's been exceptionally busy. I was part of that busyness with you. That was fun, but I'm sure you're glad it's behind you now.
Every year.
The HRC
every year.
Gala.
Glad on Saturday night at the after party is always probably the best part of
because
that.
it's over.
Yeah, because
it's done.
It's over.
The Band-Aid has been pulled off.
But
And
it
who was the special guest star?
so
Tiffany.
Yeah, yes, she was there.
No, but there was
Tiffany was there. So the speaker was LZ Granderson.
Right. Okay.
And
I like him.
I really do too. I didn't know really anything about him prior to learning that he was going to be our guest of honor. And then it's one of those things like when you buy a new Subaru and then everybody else on the road is also driving that same Subaru. It's like I heard his name for the first time and then I saw his name everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, great.
I saw interviews with him. I saw article, his byline was everywhere. People were talking about him. He was on, commentator on CNN and MSNBC. And so it was really, then he became a little bit more famous to me. Yeah, and I love celebrities, any level of celebrity.
And I'm not sure where I read him, I don't know if it's HuffPost or if it's USA Today, but
He's on CNN. It's on CNN too.
It might be CNN, but some page that I go to all the time, I read his editorials.
I hate to say that I don't
really
know
frequently.
where he is, where he's a kind of resident columnist, because he really does have columns all over. And he's called in oftentimes on MSNBC, on CNN.
Yeah.
And also on all the sports.
I didn't know his picture right away. But then I read his little byline. I'm like, I know him.
He was also so nice.
Is he good?
Such
Is he short
a good
or tall?
speaker.
No, he's tall.
Really tall.
He's a tall guy.
Yeah.
I'm officially in love.
He's a good looking guy.
And very funny.
Really funny.
Yeah, he's very
just
funny.
like such a good speaker. He spoke at the very end of the program, by which point, after you've been there for like 2 hours, you really it's time to go.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, let's get this show on the road. And I don't think anyone was feeling that. Really,
Super captivated
I felt
by
like,
him and-
yes,
Yeah,
people were.
And all of his stories, like he said, I've got 4 short stories to tell you because I know you all want to dance to Tiffany. Like
Okay.
he was aware of what his circumstances were.
Sure.
And he just
Yeah.
made people laugh. I mean, he's just good. And his boyfriend was gorgeous and he was dressed well.
I never saw the
Yeah,
boy.
I met him during the day when they came to just kind of see the space.
Yeah.
He was beautiful and he was dressed so well. And what did you think about the night, Clayton?
Oh, overall, very well. I mean, yeah, I had no issues with it at all.
Prior to the year before, tell me your thoughts.
The year before,
your first year to your
the
second.
comedian that was there last year, remember her?
Yes.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
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 That's my review.
Well, there you have it.
I'm pretty much. I kind of think that in my voiceover, in the line it says the hilariously funny, and I added, "Well, you be the judge of that."
Who was that?
I don't know who she was, but she was an
Oh,
older. She was an older lesbian
I'm gonna
from
find
the
it.
South somewhere.
Oh.
Yeah. I
And-
thought she was okay, but also I was running around
Not
the whole
paying a lot
time.
of
I didn't really
attention.
listen. So I heard people laughing from time to time, but the review we got after
I think the time to time would be the problem.
Yeah.
the review we got
That's what a comedian
afterward.
wants to hear.
Right.
People laugh from time
Occasionally
to
they
time.
laughed at me.
Some laughter.
Right.
Spattering of
And
applause.
our reviews were very mixed, and they generally skewed not to the positive on her.
Oh, okay.
No one was really her biggest fan.
Yeah, I wasn't at all.
Yeah.
So, but other than that,
I thought this year's was just more energetic.
I like the room better. I like
liked
the
the
stage
setup,
better.
yeah.
Where was it?
I
Where
like the
was it at?
director.
It went from the Phoenix Convention Center previously to the Sheraton now. So I think
Nice
it's
ballroom.
just a nicer little, just like
That's a lovely hotel.
You know, one of the transitions that really, and I don't know if you guys already discussed this in notes, and by any means, if anybody from the HRC board is listening, I encourage you to take notes now, because by God, I'm the reason that you should be changing things. Okay, when the wall that divided the 2 rooms,
Yes.
when they made the move,
Oh, gosh.
that was a live.
It
That was an live abortion. What needed to have happened because of you know how panels between ballrooms they're rolling panels and they make a wall.
Yeah.
So the entrance needed to be at one end of the room.
I think we know the name of the show. Early on.
Rolling abortion.
Yeah.
So the entrance should have just been at the other end of that
Oh
room.
my God.
Move 2 panels. Let
You
everybody
have no idea.
That was horrible.
It couldn't have gone. It couldn't. Okay, yes, and I won't go into all of the details because certainly that's not fun for a listening audience or even a viewing audience.
Well, nothing so far has
in
been.
this regard, but it's so funny. So yeah, this wall opens. It was hideously embarrassing, and myself and one of the girls from National, we happened to be having a conversation, and all of a sudden we both stopped mid dead sentence and just stared at it.
Yeah, because it was.
And mouths agape, and we were like, "Oh my God!"
'Cause
She goes, "I'm just gonna leave now.
I'm
I'm just gonna walk out of the room. I just can't."
I'm sitting at the production table next to the director and the audio people, everything, all where we were in the corner. And all of a sudden, I look at Kim, the director, and I'm like, "What the fuck is that?" She goes, "I don't know, but it's not good."
It was really tacky.
It was tacky. It was, but as far as the operation of the show went, I thought it went very, very well. I really, really enjoyed working with Kim. She was
good.
fun. She
Yeah.
was good.
Yeah, she's
I
cool.
enjoyed her. We had a great time. And every time she cued me, she just slapped my arm.
Yeah.
Like, because I don't wear a headset. If I'm going to that kind of an event, I'm dressed up. I'm pretty. I'm not doing my, like here, I put on
Yeah.
headphones. I'm not wearing headphones for that.
Yeah.
Because that's a $200 and some odd a plate dinner that I don't pay to get into, but I'm going to look good.
Right.
Right.
It's
So,
it's tuxedos and
so I'm sitting at that table with no headphones. She just smacks me every time I'm supposed to say something.
yeah, she was cool.
was
But
nice.
it was a really, really fun night. Tiffany was fun.
Was she?
Huge. Oh, she was.
She
She
was
did
really
I
great.
loved
fun.
her at Pride
Her-
a couple years ago.
her-
I enjoyed that.
Is that her husband or
And
her
now we have
boyfriend? Or what is
Veronica's
he?
closet this year.
I'm gonna guess one of those things.
Something, manager, boyfriend, whatever.
Okay.
Well, he needs just to calm down.
Little
Really.
high strung.
She's playing to a track. You're not turning up an oboe or a cello in this fucking trackers. It's a track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's singing along, and she's done this 800 times
Yeah.
to this same track. She's gonna get it.
Yeah.
And so he was just losing his mind back there with the audio guy, which was killing me because I'm right next to him, and he keeps yelling about this cue and that cue and this cue, and I'm like, she
Take it
seems to
down.
be singing. I think we're alone now, pretty goddamn good.
Yeah.
Right.
And then she came off stage and came out. They actually had a dance floor that was probably, I don't know, 20 by 20 dance floor.
Yeah, and people dance.
Totally.
Love it.
Watching white people jam out to 80s music.
80s,
fun.
today's 80s.
In tuxedos.
I love it.
It
That's
looked,
when you hope for an open bar.
Right.
it looked, It looked like an uncomfortable prom from '84. Is what that looked like.
Totally.
But
Yeah.
much
That's
older,
awesome.
right? But now everybody's a lot
right.
older.
Well, and
It's like-
because it's gay, it looked like a Sadie Hawkins.
Or-
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, like the girls all together. And,
It like was their uncomfortable prom from 1984 because all gay in 1984, not want to be at the prom anyway,
Right.
and now they were that age. They were at prom in
That's their
1984.
music.
Yeah, oh,
did
yeah.
anybody
Sure.
have paisley on? Like a paisley tie? Do you
Probably
remember?
did.
I would
I had the
guess.
most
There were
fabulous paisley
gays.
brooch.
There
No,
were
I know,
gays.
that's my point.
Yeah,
but
probably was.
80s and paisley.
I'm gonna
There's-
guess. I'm gonna guess yes.
And I've discovered that all of the men that were not in tuxedos, and I don't know why this is new to me, but there is a gay uniform. And I want to pull up a picture, but I'm sure I don't even have to show you.
Yeah, I know.
and it is cute. It is cutie patootie. But it is.
I'm sure this isn't what I was wearing.
Well, this is what so many boys, when they dress up, it's like the go-to outfit. It's skinny pants with the nice little shoes and like a shirt, a button-down shirt with a bow tie.
Sure.
And then a skinny little jacket that they only button like, one button in at the waist. It's like this. I'm going to find the.
You're describing
Right.
Kevin Bouchal from Ion Easy magazine is what you're doing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
one of them, I'm sure.
Probably so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
That drives me nuts.
You
They all
use the
wear those
phrase
on.
word skinny.
like Tyler Kinney and
Yeah, Tyler
Yes,
Kinney,
yeah. Tyler Kinney,
Jay
done.
Crystal, all of them.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
And they're cute.
they look
They're cute as
adorable.
pie.
I almost said Jay Rodriguez because I was having a Freudian slip in my head.
But I was just like, it just dawned on me over this weekend. Finally, I was like,
That's
oh
them.
my God,
They-
this is the uniform.
Well, and the best thing about it is you don't have to coordinate. You just show up like that because you know
Right.
everybody else is going to do it. There's not like a gay, a bat signal that goes out in the heavens.
It's
that
pretty
you,
close.
Yeah. Oh, it's a gala. Oh, what are we wearing?
We
I
all know.
think we all know.
I see a rainbow.
Right.
Yeah.
My God.
But anyway, it was fun. It was fun to have it over. And I'm, of course, and I'm really super excited. The
I'm sure you
co-chair
are.
for next year
For
with
next
Nathan.
year. Yeah.
I have to tell you, and I'm going to need, oh my God, Al, you are going to be the perfect person to enlist for help on this project.
Roped in.
Totally. That we
Do I
want
have
to
to watch
do.
TV?
I'm already.
We want to do for our opening. I don't want to give away
a
too
musical
much
open. Nate told me.
to our audience here, but we want to do like a musical, like a Tony style, or like the Oscars kind of opening.
HRC is not for gays anymore.
Yeah. Not just for gays.
Not just for gays anymore.
We want to do like a little,
That's awesome.
like a fun song and dance and campy, but all of our lyrics are talking about the equality in the year.
Oh,
and
that's fun.
Maybe
That
you
is
can
fun.
help.
Yeah.
Nice.
Write it, stage it, score it. I don't know. I feel like
Work
you
it,
can do
girl.
all of those things.
You
Bravo,
just work
sure.
it out. You just work it out. I like it.
So you think on that.
Yeah.
You.
Just hook me up with somebody really talented and we'll get it done.
So nobody in this room.
Nope.
Not at all.
No.
Gotcha.
Well, maybe Mr. McKee.
Oh no, I don't want to have no.
You're like, no.
I will show
I
up.
tell people all the time, I'm searching for my Barry Manilow to write
Right.
things in my key or change the key at the right moment.
I will show up and read my lines of introducing people. So
Yeah, which you're very good at.
no, thank you. It was fun.
You have the perfect voice.
It's easy. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome. Blah blah blah
Yeah,
blah.
it's,
That's
but
it.
like
That's all I
it's
do.
perfect because I don't have that. Ladies and gentlemen, I just sound like a dork.
You sound like you're,
Please
you're
welcome.
mimicking.
Like I'm really
No, I
trying.
totally, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why I gotta be mocking?
It's
No,
just
exactly, but it
so
just totally
natural.
sounds like that.
Comes out so naturally.
It works
It
out
all
well.
works out.
Yeah. Works out really well.
I always when I'm doing it, I kind of try to feel like the guy at that does the Kennedy Center honors.
Yes.
Yeah.
Him or any of the award shows, because obviously I'm doing the job of what the music's playing and the cue the camera, cue this, do this, and then the voiceover comes in and introduces whoever it is and blah blah. It's the first time I have actually got to because Kirsten was there. Kirsten Cinema. It was the first time I've got to actually introduce, even though she doesn't know that I did it, but I got to introduce somebody who's a member of Congress.
Oh.
It was exciting for me. And
That is very
she had a
exciting.
cute dress on. She looked like
Oh
she
my
was
God.
going to a high school dance.
She looks cute all the time, but that
was
was a
cute.
good little Betsy Johnson number.
Yeah.
Well played on the Betsy Johnson.
Yeah,
Pull
she
that
did.
out.
She
That's
did
nice.
pull that
It was
out.
actually
No,
in her
that was really
speech.
good.
Yeah.
So
Oh, there you have it. Okay.
Something,
You know what I love? Those little Betty
Name
Page.
dropping.
Yeah.
Those Betty,
I like it.
Betty Page dresses.
I like it.
She has dress shops in like San Francisco and San Diego. I mean, she doesn't. She's clearly dead, but they're in the Betty
Still dead.
Page style. Look up those
Still.
dresses. They
Doing
are
it.
Oh,
Doing
they're
it now.
stunners.
get on that, would you? Marnie, we turn the tables to you, and you got a protein shake, a beer, and a QT. You are the most hydrated woman in the studio.
Absolutely, I always am. There's always typically like three things.
What's going on?
Definitely two, but this just needed to happen early because I'm still horrified by that first show where I was shaking the protein shake and it just Didn't look like shaking
Looked
the
like a
protein
sh-
shake.
looked like a-
Oh no, under here.
Looked like a shake weight.
Yeah.
I just really, not really. And I saw it, and it was horrifying. Anyway, digress. So I'm just gonna have those early now. So easily.
Swallow your protein early. It's good advice.
Oh gosh.
So
Next caller.
Thank you, Molly.
there you have it. Well played. So, brother, you called it on the way in. Today I am a cunt. The end. The end.
Just today?
Yep. Well,
Just today, my
yeah,
dear?
I feel good. Yesterday, not
There's
so
a
much.
skinny woman trapped inside of me. Just
The
the one,
j-
dear.
Just the one, dear.
Yesterday I didn't feel like one.
Oh.
Sunday, no.
Something. Is this the you need a shot issue, or is this did something set you off?
This is a tire blowing up today. This is taxes that I got done, learning that I earned $4,000 less than I did last year. And I'm not quite sure who decided to just take that away. I'm not sure and
Yeah.
not say anything. So I'm kind of excited to find that one out tomorrow. And
How did? Okay.
I don't know. I seriously
Because you certainly there was no memo at the beginning of the year that said note 2. Yeah, RE
Or middle of the
payment.
year.
Dear
Yeah.
Marnie.
Just
Right.
nowhere.
But and
You're
it
going to
had
earn
to have
less.
been-
Enjoy.
and I'm trying to figure
but
out.
work
I'm not
harder.
good at math,
Do
so I'm
well.
trying to figure out. Clearly, I'm not good at math.
Well,
I
that's
didn't.
$340 a month, about.
Right, so 150 in each check.
Okay.
So
Kind
little
of-
pieces here, little pieces
But
That's
still,
what
I
it
think
feels
you would
like.
have noticed that.
Maybe.
I know.
You know, but then again,
Was there like a
was there
bonus
more-
last year
I
that
just
you
wish
got?
you knew
No.
who did payroll.
Oh, it's not about that payroll. It's not about that.
Just
It's
kidding.
something different. So anyway, I
All
don't
right.
know, but and work it, just all this kind of stuff. So I apologize for walking in here like that.
I like how you tried to lie to me about the
Totally
fact that
hit it.
I'm like, what's wrong? And you're like, nothing, I'm good.
What did she say to the fridge? Like, fuck you, or
Yeah,
I'm
something.
dead, or
I think I just said fuck.
Yeah,
your mother's
ma'am.
a cunt. I don't know. There was
I'm a cunt.
there was cursing that
Yeah.
we could hear through the glass
Yeah.
of her at the refrigerator.
You,
And I'm like,
Well, I
she's
just
swearing
had
at
to-
the
it was a little-
refrigerator.
You're
Release.
having discussions with inanimate objects about frustrations.
Yeah.
They don't talk back. I like
Well,
them.
they don't. I
like
understand.
them.
I gotcha.
So yeah, just
Was the tire blowout like on the way here?
no. Oh no, that was actually
she's
on the
late.
way to
She's
a
late
meeting
every
that was
week.
an emergency meeting that wasn't an emergency because it was someone lying. That
Oh.
doesn't irritate me.
Oh.
Yep.
Wow.
And so
I
it was
tire
just like-
blowouts are just the PIT, and I've had lots of them.
Knock wood. I
Yeah,
haven't.
and I haven't, and
Oh.
that's why I was like, "Oh God, I'm just." So it was just kind of a frustrating day,
Yeah.
and then I got.
But
here
now
and I
you're
only had
here.
a couple of beers, so I got mad. At
But
the
you
fridge.
have us.
Well, there's somebody
I
on the
do.
way that could bring you beer.
Yeah.
I don't know why you were not.
No. I already. She's coming with other stuff for the
Okay.
blender, so we're good.
Well, I hope those 3 beers get you.
Oh no!
Well,
And
it's only a
it's
3-hour
fine.
show.
Because I don't have any wine.
And there's
And
not a
you're
bottle
fine.
of vodka.
And you're
there's not
fine
a
because it's red wine. I would not. I don't.
there's
succumb
also
to that.
not a bottle of vodka in the freezer.
So we yesterday we went pedal boating. That was kind of fun on Tempe Town Lake.
Oh, it was a
went
lovely,
out there.
lovely day yesterday.
It's much better to do it
Beautiful.
on a lake than about any other surface.
Tempe
Yeah.
Town was just.
I tried to paddle
specified.
boat on the street the other day. Not
Not
It
as
doesn't
fast.
work.
No.
you don't go. Well, just absolutely not as fast. We went to the parlor on Saturday. Have you guys been to the parlor yet?
I did. I've been there on Camelback.
Love it.
Yeah.
Camelback in like
Oh
18.
The
my
pizza place
gosh.
across from
Oh,
Best
That
Buy.
used to be the
Pizza place.
hair
You're
salon.
familiar with
Yeah.
Best Buy?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, I am.
Right across the street.
Yeah.
I'm a silver member.
What
now.
a delicious place and
And
just
cute. I love that block wall
Yeah.
on the inside, that far. I want
restaurant,
that.
yeah.
Oh, and I love all of
The
the,
cellar and
stuff
just-
growing. I love the little garden
Yeah,
up front.
they have all their fresh herbs and different things, and everybody there couldn't have been nicer.
Yeah, it's,
My-
it's very nice.
My favorite part was Jason because he likes to be a cunt as well. My friend Jason, and so
Covert ops.
The covert ops.
Oh, and I love his
So
name.
he's the server comes up and there's 6 of us and takes all our order and I'm gonna be like, and can I not have that on it and minus this that. He goes to walk away and Jason just at the table says, "Well, I'd like you to repeat that back." Not because he didn't write anything down. He just took it in, and
Which is always a little bit sketchy.
it is.
Let's
it
be
is,
honest.
but
yeah.
amazing. This guy hears Jason, who Jason wasn't saying it to him. He was just commenting, being an ass. Guy comes back, stands at the end of the table, and says, "I would love to." boom, boom, boom. I mean, he was fantastic, and everything came out perfectly, and just they were so busy, but they were accommodating.
Was that a nice little fuck you to Covert? Is what that was?
Just laughed at it. We're like, huh. Well, there you have it.
I would have laughed at it and been like, fuck off, Covert.
Yeah, that didn't work in your favor. So, but no, guy was really great. We went to Apollo's after that. Haven't been there, short of a couple times on a Tuesday.
Okay.
Last year, going with you.
Okay.
Aside from that, it had been October of 2011 since I had been in there.
They were looking for some more repeat customers. You're clearly not that.
No, and had been going in for a long time, just haven't been going out, aside from perhaps on a Tuesday, whatever.
Random, right.
And so different crowd, new crowd, different.
What's the different crowd? I haven't been there in a long
Not
time
people
either.
she knows. That's probably part of it.
No, it was interesting.
Younger, older?
Different. And
Not sure.
And,
different?
Yeah, I got nothing.
And it was just it was odd. It was really an odd experience, kind of being in there. When you leave and you feel like because we used to go like probably I don't know, at least twice a month. We were going for karaoke,
right?
And all of a sudden you stop, and then you come back that long later, and you see like it's like going back to high school or something.
Saturday night karaoke?
Yeah.
Yeah, the karaoke crowds all over the place have gotten a little sketchy.
It was really wild. So we left there and went to the Rock. And
also bizarre.
Also really bizarre.
I think
at least it's consistent.
It was consistent. It was totally consistent, but it was just the most random, weird night.
I think the times are a changing, Marn. And
it might be. And the aging.
Yeah, the aging.
Yeah. Except for the people that were at Apollo's were older. That's all the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that bar skews older.
Weird. No, it wasn't about that.
Okay.
Weird.
Maybe a bus broke down somewhere along the way. I don't know. We have a good crowd on Monday nights.
No, I can believe that.
By the way, we said previously we were going to do, I haven't done. Maybe should we make it Monday?
I will try.
What?
I can try.
I can go.
Yeah.
Probably not, but I can try.
Perfect. To come to
to bingo?
And RuPaul and the whole thing.
The only other thing that we did, we went to the Ostrich Festival. Have you guys been?
I wanted to go to it, but I forgot that it was happening.
I'm good.
Oh, Tyler,
My favorite.
In Tennessee, there's something out here for some strange reason called the Ostrich Festival. Google it because it sounds like we're making it up.
Chasing ostriches and races, and Jason put it the best. Covered Ups on Facebook. He put teeth optional.
Yeah.
But next year, I just want to get a comfortable chair.
On the ostriches or the patrons?
Really, anything.
Okay.
Anything, I think.
And then they all go to Apollo's.
The night before.
Oh, my.
But it was really like, I want to get that chair that you had for the Oscars.
Oh, I love my chair.
Right?
Yeah.
I want to get that and just sit. And maybe we can all get these out here. Out there. We'll do the microphone
do
setup.
a live show.
Yeah, because there were oh God, it would be fun.
I kind of want to do the Renaissance Fair. I think we
That
should
would
go
be
live from the
hysterical.
Renaissance Fair.
I think it's great.
Then you enjoy it because I refuse. I will
could do
not.
such a mock. It would be similar to some other
not.
things.
I think the Renaissance Fair is kind of like nerdy fun.
Nope.
And the thing where they do the have you ever been?
No, I have no interest in ever going.
I thought
Scott goes all the time. I hate it.
I thought that you see, but you never been. Like,
Don't care. Close-minded. Don't care.
Yeah,
Not
I
going.
got dragged there against my will like 8 years ago. And just laughed my ass off the whole day.
Wait, I'm sorry. Are you still talking about Ostrich Fest?
No,
damn it. I was like catching up on I was catching up on the chat room.
There's not enough drugs in the world for the Ostrich Festival.
No.
Because you just know, that if you got stoned out of your mind, that would be a delight.
Right.
Because it's just batshit acid dropping crazy.
And not just that, but
what are we doing?
It's in an area of town that little right leaning.
Sure.
Little right leaning.
Yeah.
And yet we were thrilled, and we have a picture that's going to have to go up because 2 years ago at Pride, Aaron and Jordan and I ran up and we took a picture. There was someone who had Recall Brewer as the sign, and we're like, we need to borrow that for a second. And we took this great picture. There was a Recall Arpaio, so we just took that one at the Ostrich Festival. We look different than most other people because we're like, give us the petition to sign.
Yeah,
and
it
we're signing
was just your names.
Yeah, and then next door to the Recall Arpaio in this neck of the woods, if you will.
Guns.
And it was little toy guns for kids. Like,
you want to start them
crazy.
early.
Yeah, exactly. It was like, oh, Jesus.
But
a whole RV
Yeah,
full of these guns.
The Renaissance Fair is practically the Republican National Convention.
Totally.
But those people are so funny, and they have and he's got to go because he would love it. The thing where they insult each other.
Oh, he would love that.
You would absolutely love it. They do, and they're not allowed to swear. They do.
It's hysterical.
An insult thing where they have contests where the people come down in their costumes and they have to insult each other in Old English. But they're not allowed to swear, and seriously,
it almost sounds like your mama's so fat jokes.
Right. But
they don't swear in them.
done in Shakespeare.
Oh,
right.
In Shakespearean language, in gooby clothes, and you've got like
your mama's so fat.
What are they?
Well, and the audience is like, that was great, and it's like, no, we just fucked with you.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You don't get it.
It's fantastic. It really was fun.
Molly says there's a festival in Conway, Arkansas called Toad Suck Days.
Oh,
yeah.
That's when you got to get out.
I've been in Conway, Arkansas, but we didn't stop for that long. There was a Dairy Queen, and we just kept going.
Probably a good thing.
Yeah.
It's probably the smart bet.
There's that. Alfred?
So I, of course, work. And then yesterday, I met Mark Martinez for a lovely lunch. I realized I had not gone out for like my Monday afternoon.
For quite some time.
Wine extravaganza in ages. I couldn't even find my little buy one, get one free cards for all the different places that I go that have the cards.
You'd misplaced them?
No, I emptied my wallet to go to New York in the beginning of January, and I was like, I can't remember where I hide everything for myself now. So that was lovely. It was a gorgeous day yesterday for bike riding, and then some people at work, we were supposed to go to breakfast Sunday morning, and everything just got fucked up, and I wasn't able to go.
I think you got fucked up.
No. I got out of work so late. Somebody was late to work.
I'm talking about yesterday.
Oh, no. So yesterday, we had dinner. The one guy cooked it. He and his wife cooked dinner, and then a bunch of us went to, because dinner took way longer than it was supposed to. So we missed bowling. We ended up at Friends for karaoke, and with that hot Steven. He is so fucking hot.
Steven Cerna?
Yeah. Oh, dear Lord.
Yes.
And so we did that, then a long bike ride home, and it was a beautiful night. It was a gorgeous
night. I rode from Apollo's back to Charlie's, and I know because I'd seen you earlier in the day. You stopped by my house, impromptu stop by. I didn't realize that you text me because I was mowing my yard.
Yeah.
And then you came by
and I just rode by your house and I smelled the freshly cut grass. And I thought, well, he might be around. And it was like today riding. Everybody. Like my lawn human was there, my next door neighbor's lawn humans were there this morning. So like the whole ride here, not just those two houses, but other people had their lawn humans out, or they may be their own lawn humans. I don't know.
I did mine.
But it just smells like fresh cut grass.
It's a lovely
here.
smell.
It's just a beautiful day.
It is. It's nice.
For a couple more days.
Yeah, and then it's just gonna be 170 degrees.
Like hot. Yeah.
Right.
No, I don't start bitching till the end of June. Like I'm good.
Yeah, I'm with you.
105 and dry.
Yeah.
When the humidity hits, I'm fucking done.
Oh, Aaron will be bitching about it up one side and down the other.
I was thinking about that because we leave our doors open. I love to have the front door open, the screen door, the back door open, and it just like is so nice. And all the windows, lines are up, and I was remembering just today because I'm thinking, it's getting so. I tried to go for a run in the middle of the afternoon, but I was just like too hot, and it was like the sun.
Yeah, it was only like 75 today.
I know, and
just
it felt
too hot.
so hot. So I was thinking, oh my god, this is horrible. But then I remembered that we've still had the doors open when it is bathing suit time. And I do not get into the pool until it's 90.
Yeah.
So I must still be like happy and comfortable. Probably until the same time around that you are. Because I know I'm in the pool with the doors open in the house.
Yeah. Usually 4th of July is when I just check out of here. Get out of this heartbreak hotel. But I have to think, and everybody at work, because of all the pileups of tragedies, got together and got me a really nice card and a couple of gift cards to Sportsman and the little restaurant across the street. So that was very nice. They did it secretly without me knowing, and I was really surprised. Like all of a sudden, this group of people came up to me at work.
You're like, oh fuck,
Friday
what have I
night.
done?
They're all like looking at me like my dog was dead. I'm like, oh Jesus, what happened now?
I don't have a dog.
You're gonna need to check that tag again. But the funny thing was, this was the funniest thing. The first card that they gave me was, this is an intervention from the 11th floor. Get a fucking dog. And then it was a gift card for PetSmart. And so I'm looking at them, and my boss was laughing. She's like, it was so much fun to watch you try to appear grateful for a PetSmart card. And I really was like trying to be like,
right. I don't have a cat.
Thank you.
What's going on?
I'm like, now I got to find somebody to give this pet to. Sure. So then she goes, she's like, oh, flip it over and see how much we raised. And I was like, oh my God, I hope you didn't raise any money for me to get an animal.
Oh.
And I flip it over and it says gift card for $1,000. And my jaw hit the floor. I was like, we got to get your money back like now.
Oh my God.
It was for $5, but they had them write $1,000.
That's great.
And
You were like, fuck.
I'm
That's
like,
great.
okay, I thank
Not
you.
good.
Is this how this is supposed to go? So it's good. And then I have to just give a shout out because
What's the wine of the night?
the wine of the night. It's my special occasion wine that it's just been sitting around. It is
So there was no special occasion.
Tuesday.
I got to drink this.
But it's a good
we
one.
got yeah, it's a really nice bottle of wine. Chateauneuf de Pape, which
God bless you.
you're gonna
My.
love what it means.
Okay.
Oh.
New House of the Pope.
Oh my God, I love it.
Yeah,
That's
it's
fantastic.
it's the Rhone region of France's specialty wine is the
Nice.
Chateauneuf de Pape.
Is it the
Chateauneuf de Pape.
Chateau.
Do we have, is France in the house?
Chateauneuf
Yeah,
de Pape.
no,
if
no,
I'm
I-
drinking wine, France is always in the
Well,
house.
there's that.
That's
yes.
why I don't like all those restaurants, like the Parlor
Right.
and all those Italian places. Please, just leave Italy for the wine because
Okay.
Italian wine is so shitty.
Oh,
so every
okay.
time I go
I
to
don't remember
one
you
of those
saying that.
places, I'm like, oh, I can't drink because none of them have hard liquor licenses.
Okay.
and
It's
they
all
only
beer
have
wine.
shitty Italian wine.
But Parlor has good beer on draft.
I don't drink beer.
No.
I get no joy out of it
Yeah.
whatsoever. Although there's some, I'm starting to learn about a couple Italian reds that I can swallow if
They're
I have
there.
to.
If need
Yeah.
be. Right.
But with this look on my face the whole time.
Not happening.
How about you,
Yeah.
Mr. McKee?
It seems like it's a broken record. We all say the same things almost every week. It's work. There's so much to do. I obviously did the HRC
Yeah.
convention with her, which was fun. Work is getting busy again. I have installations. I have this going, that going.
Prepping for our grand opening.
Well, we've got that too. That's on 2 weeks from tonight is the open house for the Q Talk America Studios right here at our Q Talk Plaza on North 3rd Street here in Central Phoenix. I think there's a Facebook invite about that. So we're going to open up the studios.
Yeah, I haven't decided if I'm coming yet.
Well,
I'm still a maybe.
Okay. The show still starts on time.
we'll see. We'll see.
5:30. We're gonna have some food courtesy of what's Jonathan Breyer's restaurant called?
The cafeteria on Thomas.
Thomas.
Oh,
Thomas.
Which,
I
if
like
you
that
haven't
place.
been, yeah, it's really good. I mean, it's sandwiches and salads, soups, very cafe.
Cafeteria, yeah, very
but
cute.
it is yummy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so food is being supplied by Jonathan Breyer and his
And
kids.
wine and champagne by Jonathan Breyer.
No, wine and champagne is
I
coming
like the way,
from Pride.
we're talking.
Just kidding. Coming from
I
Pride.
thought it was coming from
I thought he
from
said it was
Pride.
all coming from Jonathan, but perhaps
No,
not.
I think the wine and champagne is coming from courtesy of
Well,
Brandy.
it'll be
and
here,
the kids there.
so-
Jason Carlton is going to be here to do our little guest bartender tonight. Erin is. I think she just arrived.
I might bring my own bottle.
There's
of
a
champagne
lot
in for
going
that
on.
shit.
It is 7:32. A lot's coming up in store. I need to get something because my energy level is very low, so I got to figure out what the hell I'm going to do. We will figure out more. Come back with headlines and other stuff that may or may not be interesting to you. But what the hell? You didn't pay to listen to the show, so do with it what you will. But we'll be back in just seconds right here on Q Talk America.
Ready for this? It's a 30-second dance break.
And now something special from your friends at Q Talk America. If you're looking for an online retailer that's got one of the world's largest online and mail order selections offering the very best in gay entertainment, then your friends at Q Talk America would like to recommend TLAgay.com. From gay-themed movies and adult entertainment on DVD, as well as video on demand, they also have other literature, ebooks, and all of those other things that you don't want your mom to find. TLAgay.com provides services to hundreds of thousands of customers worldwide. And now through the end of March, there's a special discount offer for all of our Q Talk America listeners. Do your shopping at TLAgay.com/QTalk. Make your selections from all of the products and services they have to offer. And when you're ready to check out, use the coupon code QTalk. You'll receive an additional 10% off your order, and that's in addition to any other discounts they're already offering. It's a great deal from your friends at Q Talk America and TLAgay.com. Once again, check them out at tlagay.com. All right, here we go. It's a look of headlines. Somehow. I'm not sure how this is all going to come together. On Q Talk America on a Tuesday night. Well, it appears that Colorado is the latest U.S. state to approve gay unions. A woman is accused of exposing her breasts at cameras.
Oh.
My kind of woman.
How did they catch me?
A cop asks, "You've got what? And it's where?" Another mom accused of trying to sell her 2 kids for $4,000. And Marnie's got a couple stories too. Also, I've got the top 5 least popular Pope names.
Oh.
I happened to see this on The Onion for the Pope, the least popular Pope names, and I thought it was funny. And oddly,
awesome.
I actually did a serious Google search for those names. Other people don't find that nearly as funny.
Oh, see, that's terrible.
They have the most popular Pope names, but not the most unpopular Pope names.
And as well, they should have unpopular.
I think they should. I think it's only
Absolutely.
nice and fair to do that.
Well, because there are things we need to mock.
Well,
Right.
I did a little reading to find out how the Pope, the timeline of this whole Pope business. Oh, it's so confusing.
It really is.
And I don't really, maybe I'm wrong. People really give a shit.
Well, yeah, like millions around the world.
Yeah, like they're
I
sitting
think
there holding fucking vigil
I
right
think,
now.
well, the world has not ended. We've been Pope free
Seriously.
for days now, and I think we're fine.
According to the atomic clock, we've been Pope free for
atomic
12
days.
12
That's right,
days?
yes.
We're
And
doing
We'll
good.
just pretend that it happened. Rome time was Arizona time, and we'll say 12 days exactly.
We're doing fantastic.
I love it.
Okay, continuing on. By the way, if you see some random woman walking through the studio, that is Erin. She's our bar. Yeah.
Hi, Erin.
Nobody can see you right
Camera's
now.
this way.
Nobody can see you right now, not from there. But hi, thanks, Erin. Let's go to Sallisaw, Oklahoma, because God knows that's where somebody needs to go. A woman has been arrested on complaints of trying to sell her 2 children, possibly to raise funds to get her boyfriend out of jail. Police say 22-year-old Misty Van Horn allegedly contacted a woman in Fort Smith, Arkansas, with an offer to sell her 2-year-old and 10-month-old child. Police say a Fort Smith woman notified the Oklahoma Department of Human Services which then notified Sallisaw police, who arrested Van Horn last Wednesday. Police say Van Horn asked $1,000 for the 2-year-old, or package deal, $4,000 for both.
Oh.
She's trying to raise money to get her boyfriend out of jail. According to the video from KFOR TV, she may have needed the money to get her boyfriend out of jail, which is what the line said just before. Van Horn is being held in the Sequoia County Jail on a $40,000 bond. Jail records do not list an attorney on file.
Of course they don't.
Can you?
Not even a little.
Okay, so my guess is going to be how much drugs are you on if you think I can just sell these kids, raise enough money to get my meth head boyfriend out of jail?
But is it like pawning something? Like,
No.
are you going to then go buy them back?
$4,000 you get them
what
back?
I'm wondering.
Well, it'd be $4,500.
Well, because there's interest.
There's a fee.
Okay, I just
There's
wanted
no
to,
interest in the children, but there's interest.
Sure.
Right.
Right.
I just wanted to check her math because I thought I heard it's $1,000 for one child
For the 2-year-old, but the 10-month-old
$4,000
for
for
both.
So no sale here.
No, but
I was thinking like $2,000 for one, but only $3,000 to have them both. Like,
because I guess she's
buy
figuring
one, get one half
the
off.
10-month-old is brand like not even driven off the lot yet. Like he's new.
Oh, right.
That's gonna be my
Probably
guess.
won't be in therapy till a little later than the other ones.
Just
that's
because he's
gonna be
not
my guess.
talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's stay in
I
Oklahoma.
want to Google her really quickly. Name
Let's
again?
go ahead. Forget her name. Sallisaw.
Misty Van Horn.
Yeah. There's
Like,
probably a
right.
video.
Misty. She's not a
Let
dancer.
me get my surprise face.
Let's-
She's not a dancer.
let's-
No,
Stay.
a dancer for money.
Let's stay in. There she. Oh, look at her. She's a looker.
Misty.
Feel free to Google
all right.
Misty,
Again,
Misty
I have-
Van Horn.
I have to do what
Misty
Tim always
Van
says.
Ho.
Someone hit that twice.
Right. Yeah.
At least.
Right.
Right.
At the very least.
19 months
Just-
ago.
That's if every shooter was a winner.
Oh, God, that could be a lot more.
Well, speaking of shooting and winning, let's stay in Oklahoma for a little bit. An Oklahoma woman is accused of hiding a gun and meth. Yep, in her hoo-ha, according to KFOR.
Those are back on the market now. Hoo-has. Oh no, those are ho-hos.
Oh, that's different.
We have a hostess
That's
strike.
Misty Van Ho-Ho to you.
Jennifer DeLacy and Christy Harris were inside a car outside a business near Ada, Oklahoma, when they were approached by officers. One of the women had a warrant for her arrest, and both Both had long criminal records. Also, a police dog detected drugs in the area. On the way there, one of them tells the officer that she has a hypodermic needle in her shoe, and then they remove that. They think everything's fine. So they get to the county district courthouse, and the attorney, Chris Ross, says the other one said that she had to go to the bathroom, and she repeats it over and over. Officers soon found out why she had to go so badly. During the book-in, a female officer noticed, quote, something strange during the search. The officer observed the handle of a revolver sticking out of her vagina.
Of course.
Good.
Court records state that it was a wooden and metal item sticking from her vaginal area.
I don't think that's
Ouch.
weird.
Both women face charges.
What about an attorney? Do we have any attorneys?
Didn't say anything
no,
about an
nothing on
attorney.
record. Okay.
We went from K Fort to KFOR. Like the station names were very similar.
Oh no, they're both in Oklahoma. They're right in the same
No,
area.
that one was in
Shocking.
Arkansas.
No.
No.
No. Sallisaw, Oklahoma. She contacted a woman in Arkansas to sell her kids.
Oh, okay. But anyway, so that wasn't my question.
Next caller.
Okay, yeah. Next caller. Now, there's a very simple... This is so funny because I thought this is where you were going. There was a story of two men... I'm going to say Florida because whenever
happens
something
in
shitty
Florida.
happens...
It's
in
either
Florida.
Oklahoma or Florida.
Right,
Right.
exactly.
I mean,
Yeah.
or
Six in
one
one
half dozen
or
of another.
Tacoma,
Yeah.
Washington. Park your car the next day, it's a meth lab. Where two men were arrested and the car smelled like pot, but they found nothing. And it turns out the one guy had like thousands of dollars of marijuana and heroin. And then they were talking about what the heroin was worth in New York City and then what it was worth upstate. Because upstate was worth a lot more because it's harder to get the hooch up there. But they were saying like that's the best anti-drug ad in the world is smoke this. It's recently been up in Gentleman's Anus.
Oh.
But it's so funny that it's the same thing that it was a warrant. They had previous
There are
warrants.
copycat crimes
There
everywhere.
are,
Yeah.
every day.
But
everywhere.
I can't get over how
crazy.
similar this story is to the.
Well, there's only so many options you can do, places to hide things.
So,
Yeah,
if, right,
on your-
so if
on
you have
your
a warrant
person.
out for your arrest, please do not put
Shove
your drugs
something up your ass.
in your
Or
hoo-ha.
how about guns
Well,
up
right.
your... Well, vajayjay.
What if it goes off?
What if it goes off?
The handle was sticking out, so it was
It was
pointing up.
What if you sit wrong,
Well,
sneeze?
And clearly,
Because I'm thinking
wouldn't
it's
that be
like-
population control?
I would hope the same.
Yeah.
I mean,
Actually, you're probably right.
seriously.
Hopefully the
We're just,
safety's
we're
on.
just
Right.
thinning the herd, as it were.
Oh,
Bang.
I think
Because I'm thinking they are not thin thighs in these stories.
No,
So we
no.
can rub a trigger at any point.
Nope.
She might have
I
caused
don't
a
think it was
fire.
a 22. I think it was.
Next call. Right. Oh, police in
Thank you, Molly, for that.
police in New Jersey arrest a woman in southern New Jersey after they say she got out of her car, lifted her shirt and bra, and exposed her breast to surveillance cameras. Barnegat police charged 56-year-old. And when I got to the age earlier, I'm thinking, you're 56?
And first time on TV.
Where were the cameras?
Oh, first time caught. First time caught.
She's
Yeah.
56, so these are 22-year-old perky breasts that she's flashing. So I don't know where the cameras were aiming.
Lower.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. They were probably
Are
shooting.
those her knees?
Police charged 56-year-old Wendy Tucker with lewdness and also on a warrant that they found out for Atlantic County. Police Lieutenant Keith Germain tells the Asbury Park Press that Tucker is seen on the video looking up at the cameras, extending her middle finger and flashing her breasts.
No, I think I think middle feeler is probably what it's used for more than a finger.
Oh, could be.
Just a little.
Tucker is
She
held.
moves the gun out of the way and gets it done.
Tucker is held
We
in
got to
the,
bring your energy level
in the
up.
Atlantic County Jail, and it is not clear if she has a lawyer.
She might get
According
one
to
after all the pictures.
KFOR,
Right.
Let's
the only news station for the mid to deep south.
Well, let's go back to the Mile High State. Law in Colorado, which from what I understand is Spanish for red.
Color red.
Yes. Lawmakers in Colorado
Literally means color red.
Yes, Rado is red. Lawmakers in Colorado on Tuesday approved a bill to allow same-sex civil unions, the latest U.S. state to back legalized gay marriages or partnerships. Homosexual activists hailed a 39-26 vote by the state's House of Representatives supporting the bill, which has already passed the Senate and is expected to come into force on May 1st after Governor John Hickenlooper signs it.
Yeah, that is his real. That is not an alias.
No.
Yeah, so I figured that you all would have something to join in. Colorado joins 8 other states, which include California, Delaware, Hawaii, Illinois, Nevada, New Jersey, Oregon, and Rhode Island in approving civil unions, according to a lobby group, HRC.
Now, what is going on with Illinois? Like, I know they're at civil unions, but where did they land on gay marriage? Because they had to get it in before the new
Well, I
elected
would guess
body
that
comes in.
they don't have it, or we would know, right?
Yeah,
it would have been a big.
But everybody's for it. That's like they're not losing the battle. They're just taking so long. And I thought the deadline was like March 1st. Let's check. I just keep
Google that.
losing this Illinois, and every week I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah,
with
and I
Illinois?
mean, I'm all set with a civil union, thanks, but it's just not really getting there, you know?
Right.
It's just not getting there. Just like quit being small-minded and get over yourselves,
Let's just get over
Republicans.
it. Maren, what did you dig up headline-wise or news story-wise this week?
Oh, well, Twinkies are due back on the shelves.
I
by
read
the
it. Go
summer.
ahead. Did you what you got?
Just found it. That they're due back. $410 million bid was okayed.
Right.
Apparently, so people have to just be thrilled, because
Diabetics everywhere are just
everywhere
thrilled.
are just jumping out of their skin. I can't. I don't know. Did you guys see all of that? Like, were you guys a part of that when you went to the store? Like, seeing people going fucking crazy?
Oh no,
No.
I didn't. I don't
have
shop.
to be honest.
So.
I didn't even get it. What was happening?
Okay.
I know we talked about it here
Yeah.
once. I think I was drunk.
Hostess closed.
they-
That's really about it.
That was part
Then
of it.
all right,
But there were
mystery solved.
people that hadn't had a hostess or a ho-ho,
Whatever, yes.
for years, all of a sudden were
I've gotta get 'em.
clamoring.
I've gotta get 'em.
And I thought for the show, because of, with Buddy bringing up Bugles, and I can't find them, and this, I thought,
Corn choodles.
corn choodles.
Yes.
Oh, well, this will be fun. I'm going to go get some, and then we'll have on the show, whatever. No, I wasn't.
Couldn't find them.
No, and watching people, because I didn't care. Like, I'd walk up and be like, okay, they're not here. There were people losing their minds.
Right.
Because they
And
weren't
they
there.
were. I think they were just sold in an aisle that I don't go down because I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember the last time. Is it like the Wonder or in the same aisle as bread? Huh?
They're usually on an end cap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like a
Good-
special
Near the
treat.
milk.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're
Oh,
right.
that's-
They
That's
are.
good planning.
Can we
They
put, can we-
are,
can we
or like a
pull
weird
that
little
close to you?
floating,
Keep
like
going,
a
keep going, keep
floating
going. Ah, yes,
little
much better.
thing in the middle
Kiosk
of the aisle.
in the
Thank
middle.
you.
Yeah, there's that.
End cap. Really
I don't know.
I like that we're still searching for the word that we already got.
That we already got.
Next caller.
Next caller.
I haven't.
So yes, I did read something about that.
Yeah, so I thought that was interesting. I wonder if they're going to have, if they think that suddenly putting them back on, like all of a sudden people are going to be going buck wild and buying them out of,
Well, I don't remember
all
the
kinds of products.
I don't remember the full story because I didn't follow it. I followed it more than Katie did, but I didn't follow it
Right.
fully. I think that Hostess was in the same predicament that the Postal Service is, where they have so damn many people who have retirement and they were paying so much money to employees and to pensions and to all of that they actually couldn't make money. I think
Right. And now that's the Republican point of view. The other thing is the CEO of Hostess doesn't need to get $50 million bonuses
Oh.
from the
Every year.
employee pension
and all
plan
the
every
people
year.
that were
Okay.
And
the
that's ex-
bakers were
and-
like not getting shit, and they had like a union-y kind of thing that
Right.
they
They
were
were
putting together.
they were giving the CEO bonuses while they were
CEOs.
cutting the pay of the.
Of
They wanted
everybody
the
else.
truckers to make less. They wanted everyone to make less money, and then all the money just kept going to the CEO.
Okay.
It's like no,
I just don't get it. When is enough enough? Like, why do you need $50 million
Right.
every year? Like,
Right.
isn't $50 million over the course of one lifetime probably going to do ya?
I think a
well,
mill
it
a
depends
year
on
is
how you
enough.
spend it.
I think a mill.
I mean,
I guess.
Yeah,
How can you
really.
downsize, dickheads?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good point.
Like
like
come
why not?
on.
Why,
well, let's
That's a
send
good
you.
point.
Let's send
Like-
you to Congress. I want to see you standing up there.
It's the difference between like Costco and Walmart or Starbucks. Like I want to say Starbucks, and I never know if that's right. But Costco for sure, they pay their employees fairly.
Yeah.
They offer them benefits.
Oh well, they
You
just
don't-
raised their minimum wage to $10 an
Yeah,
hour.
you don't have to feel like you're watching someone get raped and tortured
And,
while you're
and their
shopping
employees
there.
are happy.
Right.
When you go
Yes.
in, their employees are
Right.
cool. They're having a good time. They're happy. They like their jobs. Everyone's good.
And the Walmart break room is just God's waiting room. You just, you know what I mean? It's either going to be a suicide or a mass shooting.
Any day now.
Well,
yeah,
any
at
minute.
any
Well,
point.
just seeing the greeters when you walk in.
Oh boy.
Next call.
Next time. I've only walked in there 3 times, and the one time I was so scared I wouldn't leave the front area.
Oh.
I was holding on to something.
must-
I'm
you
like,
must
why?
be-
does this store smell like this? Because I didn't know they had a McDonald's fryer like
Right
right next
there.
to the shoes.
Oh, it's
Right.
one-stop shopping for everything.
Well,
right
they
there.
have
They get,
every
really
single
is.
thing you'd ever need.
yes.
Literally
Yeah, but-
everything.
and nothing I need. That's what
Nothing
I'm like,
that you might
there's,
want
there's,
or
yeah,
need.
yeah,
right,
there's
but-
nothing behind
I
those
can't-
doors that I need.
I can't get on that.
and that's,
same
oh
boat.
my God, when I found out that Target
I'm like, oh.
contributed to that campaign,
Yeah.
I almost shot myself because I thought,
Oh, this one too.
I'm
No,
all
I
about
know.
shopping locally and helping little businesses, but I need Target to get me over the rough patches.
Well, here's the thing. Like, what do you do when you need a mop?
No, yesterday.
Where do you go?
Anywhere. They literally sell mops everywhere.
How about
But I had to get
a mop and
Ace
a purse?
Hardware.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
in the same trip. I need
Right.
a mop, also a purse, and,
And
a pair of shoes.
Massimo shirt.
Mine yesterday was I needed a new pillow because of a vomiting experience a couple weeks back, maybe on the floor.
Maybe
the
during the
pillow.
Oscar, after the Oscars.
Possibly.
Yes.
And an air
Best vomiter goes to
it was an honor just to be nominated. And it's really
Meryl, along with Meryl Puke.
as
It was
the
lovely.
only person in my category. But I needed an air
You like,
popper.
you like me, you really like.
It's the God's honest. But there's not a lot of places where you can get a new air popper.
These are true.
And a pillow.
Thank you.
Yeah.
A mop and a pair of
and
shoes.
And 600 thread count sheets.
Yeah.
I mean, I walked out of there with my head held high. I'm like, well, I got pillowcases, but they were 600 thread count.
Yeah.
I thought, that's a
Yes.
nice white
Yeah.
woman thread count. Like,
And I too was devastated when the CEO made the contribution to that jerky and guy in Minneapolis because I didn't know. I also was like, well, what am I going to do? I can't go to Walmart. It's like certainly that's off the list.
you're right, yeah.
But now what? I was horrified, and I was really happy to realize, right, not too long after that really they are very good to their LGBT employees.
They are.
And,
and they are.
And you've seen the
And
ad for
they're-
the two men that they're now in the registry. The
Oh,
Target
yeah.
I don't
for the-
know.
Oh, they went-
Yeah, I have it on here. I'll show
They
it
did
to
the
you.
Coors. They did
It's
the
very
Coors
cool.
thing when Coors, after Coors had the big backlash in the 70s from the gay bars. Coors came back strong because they found
It's
out
a
that
beer, by the way, for people who don't know what Coors is.
Coors.
for the gay men.
If you're, if you were at the Ostrich Festival, I bet you're pretty fucking familiar with Coors.
Lesbians have decorated their house with the bottles that they've used.
Oh yeah, they wear those hats,
Name
those
their children
crocheted
after it.
fucking hats like
But
that. Yeah.
because the rumor
Yeesh.
of the boycott gets out, but the rumor that okay everything's fine again, you can
Right.
drink that. It was slow.
Oh,
Coors
yeah.
did an offensive into gay bars in the 80s, and they got,
I remember.
Yeah.
they got
seeing
they got
that
their
or
brand
hearing
back,
about
and Target had to do the same thing. So they went from like, you know, we want to be soft on the gay and lesbian thing to being like, oh hell no.
They were selling pride
Who else?
shirts.
Yeah.
Right.
Who else is gonna buy
They
our
had, like,
drapes? Yeah.
Unicorns shitting out rainbows. They had all kinds of things going on, like on a shirt.
How
I'm
many?
not
What
kidding.
thread count was that?
40.
Wow.
Do you know who else?
They were Coors.
This is
They were.
a non
It
sequitur,
was wool.
but I know that's what we do. But I saw a Kindle commercial the other day for the
It was
Kindle
awesome.
Paperwhite.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Cute.
And
Yeah.
have you seen that? Mm-hmm. Okay, and it's just cute. At the
Have
very
you seen
end,
it, Clayton?
at the end they have this man and a woman is sitting here
Good-looking
reading her
guy.
Kindle, and this good looking guy comes over and he starts chatting her up, and she thinks that he's hitting on her, and so they talk about the Kindle Paperwhite, and then she said, my husband is at the bar getting me a drink, and he goes, oh yeah, so is mine. And then they
Yeah.
look, and there's two men wave back at them.
Yeah.
It was
It's
cute.
really cool.
That
It's
is cute.
It is cute.
Yeah.
If I watch television,
And
I might see
I
that.
love
Yeah.
that they didn't make a big deal out of it.
No, it was totally like, mine is
like,
too.
you
'Cause
know,
it's not a big deal.
Oh,
Like
but you know
on
the million
CNN
moms will be on that. And,
Oh, of
yeah.
course they
And
will.
I'm using
Wait.
the term million.
Yeah.
loosely.
You mean the
Yeah, like it's
75,000
10,000.
moms?
Yeah.
But
Right.
it's something that, you know, like typically when that kind of stuff comes out, they have it all over CNN beforehand. Well, Kindle's coming out with this new
Right,
gay
and it's what we keep
blah, blah,
talking
blah.
The gay
about. Like,
Kindle?
It stops
Right,
being,
exactly.
there's no
Is it a
shock
gay
value
Kindle?
to it. Yeah, there's no
Orbitz
shock
did
value
it.
to it.
Right.
So it stops being less
Yeah.
and less.
Orbitz did it a long time ago with one of their commercials where they were doing a game show, like a buzz to win the prize.
Okay.
And it was two women. And it was like, you know, they had 3 different little game show podiums. And one of them was 2 women. And she got the question right and went, oh, and she turned and kissed her female partner. Like
Okay.
just a quick little, we got it right.
Sure.
And so,
I
of
don't
course,
remember that at all.
yeah, it was out for a while. And then I was like, oh my God, babe, we have to use Orbitz. Let's use them all the time.
Right?
Always booking on
Absolutely.
Orbitz.
It's a great idea.
And I do tend to go right to that company. Like
yeah.
as soon as I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll get it.
Absolutely. I do it the same thing.
And I just got lazy, and because now iBooks it went on everything, so I don't have to put like The Kindle wasn't on the phone, and I was annoyed by it. But then now it does.
Now it is, right?
They found out about iBooks, and all of a sudden they went to the phone. And they just
I'm
went
more
everywhere.
into
but
that Kindle app. I like it.
iBooks are so goddamn easy. I'm so lazy, but I was enjoying the Kindle.
I'm glad you people read stuff. What you got? Anything else, Mark?
You know, the only other thing this week, but next week I'll be better prepared.
I plan on having a meeting with you this week, but that all just went to shit.
Completely, it did.
Totally, because I never even reached. I didn't even
so.
reach out to you to get that done.
No,
She
but
was chasing an ostrich.
I
was very busy.
Part of the meeting I wanted to have.
Well, and actually, the other piece of that was anyway. That every time I looked up, like if I were going to put some food in my mouth, because they have like all these different things, I looked up and thought,
no,
oh, honey, I'm well on my way. You know, good for me. I have a head start.
Yeah.
But don't have any more because people were not tiny.
It wasn't a petite
and a lot
crowd.
of ill-fitting clothes.
Sure.
A lot.
No, yeah, I believe
Male
you.
and ill-fitting.
Sounded like the Ren Fair.
Oh,
Keep
okay.
going.
So
You've
the
never
Dixie
been.
Chicks.
I've seen pictures.
Yeah,
That's true.
That's true. I mean,
Fair.
that's so fair. So the last week I had this about the Dixie Chicks. Do you remember that big, huge thing about the Dixie Chicks?
Yeah.
In 2006,
Yes,
I think
life
it was.
destroying, and people
Yeah.
were running over their cities with tractors.
Yeah, it was really.
And don't we owe them an apology? There's an article
Yeah, there was
about
an article like 10 years later. Dixie Chicks were right all along.
Yeah.
And I thought
actually
it was,
read that.
Yeah, I thought it was really interesting because what never made sense to me is that you have the Dixie Chicks come out and basically just say, George W. is a dick.
No, they
didn't, but they might as well have.
We
I'm not
wish we
quoting.
lived in England.
We're sorry
We
to be
wish
from
we
the
lived-
same
No,
state.
they just said we're embarrassed that he's from Texas.
Oh.
We're with you all.
And they
because-
said they were in England, right?
They were in
They were
England
in
when they
England.
said it. Yes.
Right.
and one of the country radio stations just
Went berserk.
yeah.
Yeah, they went absolutely berserk. And
But I like that because every time it gets told, somebody escalates it into her saying something
no, but
terrible, and it was very benign.
it was about being embarrassed about George W.
Yeah.
And
Right.
that's why that was me paraphrasing. But it says, just so you know, this was their quote, "We're on the good side with y'all. We do not want this war, this violence, and we're ashamed the president of the United States is from Texas."
Yeah.
That was what they said when they were over there. And everybody went nuts. Like it became a thing. And there was a poll on here that said, this poll, like, go ahead and click on it. How do you feel about the Dixie Chicks today? Mm-hmm. And 50% were like, we don't care. But the fact that it was only 50% that took this quiz, obviously, or this poll, but 20% were still that mad at them.
I really don't think they've even given him a thought in that long a period of time.
Exactly.
No,
people held on to this,
and they still have. There's a place that does karaoke down in the Tempe area. I cannot remember if it's the Grace Inn, but I'll say it's the Grace Inn. And a friend of mine liked to go there, and she and I like to sing the Dixie Chicks together, just for fun. We like to break
Just
out,
for
break
fun.
out a little
Is it the
sin
Sail
wagon.
Inn?
Sure.
Yeah, huh?
Sail in?
No, it's the Best Western.
Oh, no, just kidding.
Yeah, it's the Grace Inn, the Best Western. There's like a bar and karaoke there, and she liked to go.
48th and
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking
I
about.
know the people that hosted there. You hosted at
Fun.
PS West
Yep.
a long time ago.
Yes.
And
Yes.
the owner of the bar, and I think I have the wrong bar. I really do. I think it's somewhere else. I think I'm mixing up two different places. But anyways, the owner of the bar still will not he took the Dixie Chicks out of the book.
Get a clue. Get a life. Who cares?
And he still keeps it up. And I'm like,
Wow.
they were right? Like, it was kind of a mistake. Like,
Right. Well, and I have such an issue with it because then you have some fucking Yahoo named Ted Nugent who comes out of nowhere and is holding guns and he's a douche.
This is what we need, the countdown clock, because he said that by April, if Obama was reelected, he would either be dead or in jail.
That's right.
So
we need to get a Ted Nugent
Hopefully dead.
countdown.
19 days.
I'm hoping for dead.
Well, and the
That's
thing
me.
is, like, I don't
There
wish
might be a
anyone
countdown
any
clock
ill
on
will.
it.
No, you're
And
right,
I'm
but
not
if you're
saying
gonna
you
say
do,
it-
but go away then.
We're not ready for that
Be
segment.
dead.
You
Be
have to
dead
get a-
in the public eye. Like, just
a wet paper.
go
Okay.
away.
Sure.
Go
And
away.
maybe that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
No, maybe
but-
not. And by the way, I'm not saying that after I walk out of this room, I won't be like, totally. But I just think he's this big douche who makes all these comments against
The president.
Obama.
Oh, right.
Like,
And
blatantly.
then there was that
Blatantly.
congressman who invited him
Yes.
to the
The State of the
State of the
Yes.
Union.
Yeah.
Get A clue.
Get a clue. But that
This
was
man
my
threatened
thing.
to shoot. He
Yes.
threatened to shoot Clinton,
That's right.
Hillary Clinton.
Yep.
Like literally on stage, they have it recorded that he was going to shoot her to sit on his gun, like the one that put it up, or hoo-ha, but he was going to insert it.
Yeah.
And he threatened the president, and some
right.
fuckhead invited him to the State
Who
of the
was
Union.
that? Because I think we should boycott him too.
Well,
Maybe by April he'll be dead also.
Could be. Something
Anyway,
like that.
Here's hoping.
yeah, but that was why my deal was here. I
Right.
say that he called him Natalie Maine said you're a dick about George W. But she didn't, and here Nugent is
Threatening
and
the
does
president,
that, right.
literally.
Well, as we wrap up hour one, I want to end this hour with the top 8 least popular Pope names, as according to theonion.com. I don't understand all of them, but some of you might. Number 8, Pope Judas IV.
Okay.
Pope Chaim Ezra II.
Okay.
Pope Malcolm X.
Because that would be a 10. Pope Malcolm the 10.
Pope Corey.
Pope
Corey.
Pope Weird Uncle Glenn.
The first.
Pope Cronus the Destroyer I.
I like that one.
Pope Mark Paul Gosselaar. And number 1, Mr. Pope. We'll be back with hour 2.
Listening to the
Right after
show
this.
on Q Talk America. This is Q Talk America.
The following broadcast contains adult humor, language, and topics, along with partial nudity. Actual knowledge is used sparingly. This show is a result of a lost bet and a bad game of rock, paper, scissors. It's the show with Clayton McKee. And now, a man with a face for radio, Clayton McKee.
I'm so confused as to why these goddamn buttons don't work like they're supposed to work. I think we're going to actually have to buckle down and get a fucking producer.
An intern, you don't have to pay them. They get the experience.
Yeah, ASU College of.
There's the logo. There's my pretty face, which we got to change too. We all have to get together and do a goddamn photo shoot.
I'm ready for it.
Yeah, we should do that at some point.
If she says eating a chocolate cake, I'm ready for it.
Right. Where's my goddamn shot? Fuck.
It must have been Ted Nugent. Got you all.
Oh, I guess something. It's hour 2. It's 8 o'clock. Thank you for being here on this disorganized, disarrayed version of the show on Q Talk America. I'm here with Katie, Marnie, and Al, our in-studio bartender, who's right now in Studio A putting together something. I'm not quite sure what, but there's a caulking gun involved. Oh no, that's just laying on the desk. Never mind. I'm sorry about that. There is a box of Sandy hands though that could be readily available at any point in time. As we are we going? Al, how do you want to go with this? Are we doing drinking?
Drinking first.
We're gonna do the drinking disclaimer first. Oh, this is exciting. Let's see if I can do this without fucking it up. I'm not holding any promises at all. So I gotta find the drinking disclaimer. Oh,
Then the video.
stand by. Hang on. Camera, that shot, overlay, that shot. Let's see if we can make this happen. It's 8 o'clock. We start the drinking game generally about this time. Sometimes earlier, sometimes later.
Yeah.
We'll see how this works out right here on Q Talk America.
And now,
Oh, you
a
did it,
drink
yeah.
along. We dare you to stay awake during this royalty-free music and to play a drinking game with us. If you are currently or soon to be driving a car, you cannot play. If you are presently the primary caregiver for children and or the elderly, you may desperately want to play, but no. If you are listening from a rehab facility, you are disqualified because you already hit bottom. And that means you already won this game at least once. If playing this game is in any way illegal for you, put the bottle down and make better life choices. There is no good in your goodbye, and there is no lifeguard on duty, so you will be swimming at your own risk. Tell your lawyer to take the fucking day off. You can't sue us. We warned you. Good luck.
I meant to do this last week and I forgot, but our drinking word is next caller.
Yes.
That's kind of an homage to Molly Montgomery.
I found it on the list after we left. That's why I had to clean out the list. There was too much random
Too much
shit in there
going
that I
on,
missed
my
that.
heavens.
Very busy.
Very
So
busy.
drinking game. So it's next caller.
Next caller.
Next caller. Well, I'm sure we'll be able to figure that out throughout the course of the night. So now.
Now, is she allowed to turn that so her and Aaron can share the microphone?
If I
Yeah.
turn it that way,
No,
Yeah.
just turn the whole thing. There you go. Turn to every mic. Turn. Yes, you're right.
And we need help from the people in the audience because the only one
What?
I didn't get was Chaim Ezra, Pope Chaim Ezra.
I don't understand
And
what
I
that
tried
is.
to Google it and I didn't. Nothing came up.
Something.
So
I'm sure there's some weird
Please help
Dungeons
us out
and
and let us
Dragons
know.
reference. I'm not sure what it is. Okay, now as we are getting ready to, I have to go over here. I have to look up shit. Entertainment. Where's the entertainment? There's that one.
Oh, entertainment. I have this ready.
Okay, cameras. I gotta go with Al. Where's Al's camera? God damn it! I wish the screen was bigger. Joe, I want a bigger screen.
Damn it, Joe.
Because
Bigger
everything
screen.
everything can't fit on one screen. I have to shuttle between shit.
Yeah, and
It's annoying.
I honestly don't know what's down there in your nether regions.
It's a touch screen that runs the goddamn cameras. Okay, so now we're gonna try to see if we can do this. You ready, Alfred?
Yes.
Here we go.
It's not very long, but
You've never said that before.
Iran threatening Argo with a lawsuit. The Great Gatsby will finally open the Cannes Film Festival after all of us wondering, and I can't believe I'm the only person to bring this up, but it's Liza Minnelli's birthday today. How lucky are we? And shakeups at The View with our top contender so far to replace is Brooke Shields.
I heard there was a little bit of a behind the scenes rumble about that.
Well, there was all kinds of. No, very strange, and I think it goes. But we were talking about demographics a lot last week, and when The View started, their thing was, you remember, she would start that thing with, "I had a dream about a talk show with women of different generations," blah blah blah, and she did. Debbie Matenopoulos was in her 20s. Star Jones was in her 30s. Meredith Vieira was 40s.
I love Meredith.
Yeah, I do too.
Big fan.
Joy Behar was 50s, late 50s, and then Barbara was legitimately 60s. Well, now 16 years have passed. People have come and gone, and they have. Barbara Walters is in her 80s. I think Joey Behar is almost 70, if she's not 70.
She's out, isn't she?
Huh?
She's out.
She's out. So that's. I don't know if they just told her that they weren't renewing her contract and gave her a lot of notice to put a spin on it. And they had made that offer to Star Jones. Like, they had told her they weren't renewing, and they told her they would let her say whatever she wanted, however she wanted out.
And what did she say? I don't
And
remember.
no, she just came on the air and said that the show was going in a different direction. She kind of didn't give them a chance to all kumbaya at the table. She just dropped it as a bombshell. It's like, and I'm done.
ahead of time.
Yeah, they were going to plan something nice on Friday to say goodbye to her, but we don't they gave her the shit can. But they were trying to let her save face, and it seemed like they were doing that with Joy Behar. And
I like Joy. I
Oh,
know
I
a lot
do
of
too,
people
but-
think she's obnoxious and whatever else, but I like.
No, but I
we're
just
on
think,
the same side.
Yeah,
so.
I think that demographically they've just left themselves with no one in the right age bracket.
Sure.
Well, then as soon as she announced, and it was after the show ended on Thursday too, which I thought was strange, that they didn't do it on the Thursday show before the weekend.
Right.
That she, after the show was over, she went on she did an interview and
She
just dropped the bomb.
She is 70.
She is 70. I thought so. So, like I said, that's not in any demographic that
I
anybody
would have
wants.
never
That's like
expected her to be
CBS.
70.
For
It's
Joy?
crazy.
Yeah, for Joy.
Never.
A little bit younger
Because she was clear, she was close enough to Barbara's age that they could flip
We're not
them
getting
around.
you at all. It's like your mic is off.
right here.
Yeah, it has to be
that's
turned
better.
around. It has to be turned around.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no way you can do it that way. Sorry about that.
So she'll have to sit on the other side of you for sharing.
Something.
Hello.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's wild.
That's
That
why
is
they're
weird.
positioned like that. In fact, yours
Okay.
is backwards.
Hello.
That is, but something's wrong. So try that.
But she always turns hers.
Ta-da. No, see there now.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
wrong.
Yeah,
We gotta-
yours
This
is
is
good.
better.
they'll all be resolved and done correctly. So
Yeah.
and then I'll lock them down so nobody can move them anymore.
So then, well, she always moves her.
I know.
I
she
do.
does.
I-
She
I
fidgets,
really
she fidgets
try.
like
She's
crazy.
bad.
She's a fidgeter.
Like, I didn't
can
move
tell
this right.
that's different when I come
Okay.
Yeah. We're just trying
Are
to
you-
find
oh,
where
wait.
you can sit and talk.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Well,
Why
let
is
her-
there only that much in the blender?
Because I'm not a bartender, and so
Clearly, you don't
Are we
cook
taste
either.
testing?
Listen, we're taste testing,
Yeah.
and
Right.
then I'm just gonna keep tweaking until we've got it right.
I
Oh, I
like
gotcha. I
everything
gotcha.
that you're doing
I
right now.
think
I
it is-
don't mean
We
to be
have
critical.
and we have a lot of products,
But you
so
do.
it's fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't you wear your pretty little heads? I can
Yeah.
do this all night.
Okay, so now stand by. So go ahead and no.
And
let's-
my arms will
let's
never
pa-
tire.
Pause for the cause. Go ahead and run the blender. Just do your.
This portion of the show has been redacted.
Next
Is it
caller,
redacted
please.
or didacted? I always get it wrong.
felt like that was
What
a
is
good
the real
time.
word? Redacted.
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 There are.
Next caller.
There she is.
Okay.
Next call.
So I got a drink.
Okay.
So then then the rumor went around that Elizabeth Hasselbeck had been fired.
Yeah.
But they were saying like, no, like our contracts, no matter what, go to the end of August. So good, bad, or otherwise, no one's changing here unless they like throw the microphone down and walk off till the end of the season. No one's contract is over. So the view was like,
It's really early to announce.
right. And it wasn't coming from her, and they didn't address it. And then the rumor started that Barbara was leaving.
Okay, which
So-
makes a little bit better sense because of health.
Because of health
Yep,
reasons, but
yep.
she'll be like the Pope.
So don't put her.
Chateauneuf Barbara.
Okay, because I was going to say,
Bottom.
so she'll be quitting? What? I don't.
So on Monday they finally addressed it, and the thing that they were saying was that Elizabeth Hasselbeck was too Republican for the viewers, and actually she's very
don't think so.
center right. Like
I used to think so.
She used
Yeah.
to be more Republican, but I think also on a
No,
show
but-
like that, you have to have somebody
Right.
that will
And that
offset a
was
bunch
my
of women
point.
saying, "Oh yes, I agree with you. I agree with you.
it's
I
not
agree with
it's
you."
not a conversation if somebody's
Right.
not.
Yeah,
on
you
the
have to
other
have her
side.
there.
And maybe we should explore that.
Fuck you.
I know I don't want to.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, I don't like Elizabeth Hasselbeck.
Cheers.
What is some
But
sort
you
of
know
a
what?
taste
She's
test? I'm not
pro gay
sure.
marriage.
Yes.
She's
Yes.
pro gay adoption.
But is she's probably anti-choice.
Right. Pro. Yeah.
So
Yes.
yeah.
It's called a dirty Girl Scout cookie. It's a little kicky. It's a little strong.
Little kicky.
Little minty.
Oh, fresh
Good
breath.
though.
Fresh
Very
I
breath.
like it.
I enjoy it. How much liquor's in it though?
She stated plainly.
Said the woman who sounds like she's drinking a menthol cigarette right now.
If I ever write a novel, that will be the
My
first
girlfriend,
line.
Brenda Vaccaro.
Fuck you.
Everyone,
She
Brenda
stated plainly. That's how my first novel will start out.
Backwards and in high heels.
She stated plainly. So on Monday they cleared it all up. Joy's.
More of it overall.
Yeah, it's good.
Any,
Yeah.
any changes?
Oh no, I think we're good.
I think we're good.
Mint?
No,
No.
I think just keep going.
I think you're good. I
Conti-
think you're good.
Pretty much.
We're
If,
easy.
And do you want them
if
like
you
this, or
like
do you
it,
want
we're
more
gonna
ice
like
cream?
it.
Do you want
Stay
them
calm and
thicker?
carry on.
Well, yeah, we need more
No,
ice cream.
let
It'll be a
it
little
let it go,
thicker.
boys. But do you want the shake thicker?
I do.
I think
A little thicker.
I think a little more ice cream would be good.
I
Yeah.
agree.
And there's white vanilla, whatever you fucking call it.
Yeah.
There's that in
So
there,
so
too.
they came on and they said that that Barbara is not leaving. Like Barbara's the only one that's not leaving, and she said if anybody wanted to go, they were free to go. So that was kind of funny the way she said it. She's like, "We wish you all well. If you want to go, but if not, stay." But so the one they keep talking about is Brooke Shields to replace her
I'm a fan.
because
of
Brooke Shields, I guess she's been. Well, she puts her hand in it. She's turned into like Vanessa Williams. She's tried her hand at everything, and
Also, I
she's
like Vanessa Williams.
she's like Brooke Shields has been on Broadway a bunch of times. They've
sorry.
put her in, substituted in a bunch of shows. She's good at that. She hosts, and I had this weird thought. I mean, if you can imagine, I've just been like kind of figuring out like Child Star the same time as Jodie Foster. Same, she made Pretty Baby. She made the provocative movies.
Yep.
She had the sexy jeans. She was she's the Gerber baby. So another one,
Now.
famous since the womb.
Right.
But she's 6 feet tall, and I think that always fucked up her career because, all the possible co-stars for her in the early '80s are dwarfs. Like, she's never going to be in a Tom Cruise movie ever. And every time,
But do you know why?
because she's 6 feet tall.
No, because Tom Cruise went off about her.
Oh, right. But they're
You're
in
just
endless,
saying in
but,
general,
But they're in
because-
Endless Love together. I just bring up Tom Cruise because he's in Endless Love. Yes, he is in Endless Love. It's his first movie credit.
Really?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So all her
I'm
possible.
all, that was Christopher Atkins. I did not see
Right,
a
but
damn
Tom
thing.
Never seen it.
Tom Cruise is
Interesting.
such a small star at the time
Yeah.
that he's like
Well,
fourth.
he still is
he's
small
like
star.
fourth tree from the left.
Got it.
But it's hard. She's got the Gina Davis curse.
Little. Yeah, you're right.
She's
you're
got the
right.
Gina Davis curse
Yeah.
where they
Too tall.
can't too tall. You
Can't find a leading man.
Yep.
because we can't
Brooke
admit
Shields
how.
is stunning.
Yep.
Right, but
She's naturally just beautiful.
She's 6 feet
I
tall
just
and then
love
she
her.
wears heels. But I love it when she's on The View because she always asks, like, are we even in the same shot? When they do
right.
stand-up segments where they're, like, doing, like, the cooking part. Sure. And she'll be, and she's like, is anybody else in this shot but me? Because there's, like, a full foot between her and Sherry Shepherd. It's
Oh,
hysterical.
God, yeah. Yeah.
Wasn't she on that show with Kathy Griffin?
Yeah,
was on
Suddenly
that show.
Susan. She was
Yeah.
Susan.
And
Yeah.
that was really
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah.
I remember kind of
She
liking
got that
little
job.
sitcom.
She was funny on she did Saturday Night Live and was funny, and then she got a guest spot on Friends. And people were like, "Oh, she can be funny," and they gave her a sitcom.
That's when I really started to like her because I didn't really know her movies. Like I just didn't know her like 80s stuff and her early
She was
stuff.
she was one of those people that because she was a model, She was
And
a child model.
Didn't she
was
do the Blue Lagoon?
Yeah, she was like this icon that went to movies, and then it just kind of she had like a little run as a like a tween star, but all sex. Like her movies were all dirty.
Yeah.
Like she did Louis Malle Pretty Baby, where she plays a child prostitute in New Orleans. Like I mean, she's all her movies were kind of nudity and kind of sexy, and here
she's super well adjusted.
No,
for
she's a
all of
really
that
big
craziness.
prude. Like she's a really big prude, and her mom was a really big prude. But her mom wanted her to be famous. And
Wow.
Yeah.
I want Paul to be
She
famous
commented
also.
on the Rex Reed thing when Rex Reed was bashing on Melissa McCarthy for being fat instead of on the movie, and so because Brooke Shields was on The View, so they asked her like,
I didn't see that one.
What was your relationship with Rex Reed?
Okay.
And she was like, he was just so nasty to my mother. Like he took in the movie reviews of my movies, he would take on my mother.
And
She's
who was
like,
her mom? Was she an
I
actress
can't-
as well?
No.
Oh,
she
I'm
was,
sorry.
but she's one of those famous
Stage moms.
Stage moms.
Okay,
Yeah,
right.
And got a little bit of a bad press.
I
But it
would
was just
imagine
funny.
most stage moms do.
Right, but
I mean, Dina Lohan, clean as a whistle, but you know, she
Come
just
on.
can't catch a break.
But that's where you're talking like the difference is night and day.
Right.
Her name was Terry, right? Terry Shields.
Terry, uh-huh.
Terry Shields. And I can't remember if she's dead or alive.
I believe still alive.
I
Shit,
can never
she might go
remember.
up on the top of my list.
One of the famous teens from my era with the overbearing mom. The mom recently died. I can't remember which one. And Jodie Foster's mom? Oh, she's in a home or something.
Oh,
so,
yeah,
anyways, but
right.
the other choice is Allie Wentworth. Wentworth, and she's so fucking funny.
She's George
Stephanopoulos'
Stephanopoulos'
wife.
wife. Yeah.
Who is
And a
that?
great
And, you know,
comedian.
She is a great comedian, but there are times where, like, all of a sudden, like, when she was on Oprah. Oprah would have her on as like a correspondent-y kind of person. Oh. And she was, I thought, hysterical.
She's always hysterical.
Then she got on to The View. Like, there was some, like, just spots where she would fill in and this and that. And it was almost like she was trying too hard.
Yeah.
Like, all of a sudden,
she's always auditioning because nobody knows what to
Wasn't
do with
she
her.
on Mad TV?
Oh, I don't know.
I can't remember.
Allie Wentworth?
She looks like she was on Mad TV. She looks like one of the Mad TV regulars, but I don't think so.
Okay.
I know who you think she looks like.
And that's not her.
I don't think so.
I also feel like she was on The Parent Trap with Lindsay Lohan. Actually, no, different actress.
Yeah,
Sorry.
but they all everybody that you're saying kind of looks alike.
Pay no attention to the blender.
Where'd it go? So then Iran likes to sue movies because they don't go along with
I thought this was interesting. I did read this earlier,
Yeah.
and I think, didn't I send it to you?
Oh,
A link to
yeah.
it?
In Living Color. That's what she was on.
Yes,
Allie
she-
Wentworth.
she
in
was-
Living Color.
she was
I
on
was
In Living
I knew
Color.
she was on a sketch comedy. Yeah.
So Iran they threatened to sue Hollywood over.
And who
not
in
without-
Hollywood do they sue? Who? I mean, you know, so
Well, no, it's they just say it. They're just trying to get it out there, and mostly they say it for the benefit of their press. Like that article says, like they just want that broadcast.
Oh, I didn't read the
back.
whole thing.
I knew you did.
I figured you would analyze it for me.
Yeah, that they just want that. It's
Fuck.
kind of like North Korea, where they just send it out over their press saying, "I'm good. It's not mixing with my delicious red wine, so I'm gonna
More
pass."
for other people.
It's sitting right next to you.
Well, then it's now mine.
It's now his. So, but they say
Make
like
more.
Not Without My Daughter with Sally Field. I think that's who's in that movie.
Oh, I love that movie.
Right, but Iran threatened to sue over that.
Great
The movie
movie.
300, they say that because it's the Persians.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm saying it wrong too. Iran, not Iran. Iran threatened
I ran
to sue.
so far away.
Yeah.
Next caller.
And that's one of my biggest pet peeves when people don't say it right. And they're going to sue me. And then, so that's just bogus. And the 300 lawsuit I had not heard about, but that's really funny because, they're fighting the Persians. So I was like, well, seriously, you're going to sue people? And that's the whole thing is the lawyer they're trying to figure out, who exactly are you going to sue?
Just Hollywood.
Yeah, exactly. The whole town. I'm going to sue the
The
sign.
sign?
Yeah. And speaking of that, an interesting part, I don't know if we ever talked about that. In
What?
the movie, they show the Hollywood sign in disrepair because in the 70s, it was very broken down. And like Alice Cooper.
Done a big.
Alice Cooper bought the O. I can't remember. Alice Cooper owns a letter. Like there's all the stars that pitched in to fix, they all bought one letter. and I can't remember somebody.
Googling it.
Yeah, and somebody spearheaded the campaign and shamed everyone into doing it. But the Hollywood sign was actually done by late '78. So by the time of the hostage crisis,
It was already done.
It was already fixed. But that was like a little piece of fabrication, but just to give you a period piece. Which I always wondered, like, if you're going to set something in the '80s now in New York, do you put the Twin Towers in?
Hell
And
yes.
most shows like the Carrie Diaries are opting not to. They just don't ever show Lower Manhattan. That's their way out of it. They just stick with the Chrysler Building and the Empire State Building.
Just like the Wiz. You can't. What are you gonna? How big of a segment are you gonna take out of the Wiz by taking the Twin Towers out? Because they do that entire musical segment. At the
no, but that's what I'm saying. Like an '80s movie, yes. But if you're gonna if you do a period piece and you set something in the '80s,
I still think you have to leave it.
Well, you got to put them. You have to digitally restore them.
I understand that,
Yeah.
but I'm still,
or
or
just stay
you
away.
find footage that is of it already.
Right.
But if you're doing a period piece, I don't think you can't just sweep it under the table. I think you've got to include it.
The Carrie Diaries, and there's one other show that's out right now that's dealing with it. And what
love
they're
the Carrie
doing
Diaries.
is they're never showing anything they're never showing the Southern Manhattan.
To me,
Because they're not. Most
Which
shows
is
aren't
fine.
filmed there. They have to do the establishing shot, like Friends. They always had to show you like some piece of the skyline or some part of Central
establish
Park
New York.
to establish New York,
Right.
and then cut to a studio
in
LA.
LA. Yeah.
To me, that's the same. It's equivalent to, and mean not being a political person, but just being a reality person, not reality show like her. It's just like if you're going to do a movie about World War II and you're not going to mention the Jews and you're not going to mention Hitler and you're not going to mention concentration camps. No,
Well, then it's not a movie about World War II.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
No, but if the
So-
movie's not about Lower Manhattan, do you have to put that in the establishing shot? Like,
if
can you
you're-
just
No,
turn the
I
camera?
would say no.
Yeah.
I'd say
mean,
if you're going to be in New York and you're going to be in 1984,
Okay,
you've
right,
just got,
right,
and you're going to
okay.
you're going to show a skyline of New York in
Right, then
84.
you
If you're
do.
going to show it,
You
then
got
you
no
have to.
choice.
Yeah, if
You
you're
got no
going to do a
choice.
wide skyline, you know
Right.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So very, very strange. And then The Great Gatsby is going to...
I did that without making a car reference. I want you to notice. I
Yeah,
did that
see?
whole thing without a car reference.
The Great Gatsby that Buddy and I have been looking forward to for all this time is finally going to open the Cannes Film Festival. I don't know. This movie keeps getting bumped, which a lot of times means it's either
Not
really
good.
sucks, but then to be the opening film for Cannes means it's got to be really
I
good
thought that was
that's
supposed to be really good. That
right.
was the
But
press.
when you keep bumping and bumping, and then like, are they trying to set themselves up for Oscars and realize that like Lincoln had taken like
Too much for this past
Are
year.
we trying to get Leo DiCaprio his Oscar finally? Like, are we trying to keep him out of his own way to get an Oscar? Are we trying to like I've read nothing, so I'm kind of keeping my eye open to find out like what their goal is with all this. And then finally, the woman with so many godparents, it takes her a whole show to tell you who they are. Liza fucking Nelly.
Oh, Liza with a Z, not Lisa with an S. Next caller.
Next caller.
This explains why I didn't realize it. This explains why Dion Brown posted something about her today. I didn't realize it.
Because Liza with an S goes snuzz.
Not Z.
Yeah, it's Z90. 67. And here's one of those people that you think, isn't she 80 by now?
really, you would think
But
so.
because another
Yeah.
one, famous young, like,
Forever.
yeah.
3 years old.
right.
I know.
Really? Yes.
Yeah.
If
What was happening at 3 with Liza?
Her mom was Judy Garland.
Well,
That's why.
She's
I guess, yes, you're right.
She's in.
That's why.
Oh, I never get this right. She's somewhere in Meet Me in St. Louis, I want to say.
You're
Oh,
correct.
she is.
You are correct.
Okay, because her mom's pregnant with her in one of them,
And dad's
then
director or whatever.
Well,
right.
Dad
That's why I think she's She's in the movie because she's pregnant at the time.
Okay.
But she does turn up in a later movie,
Let's
and then
look that
18
up.
years old.
I'll look
but
that
she
up.
wasn't doing any acting at 3.
No, but she
Not
was.
shortly, not there much
not
after
too-
that.
not
She
too
was
long
already
after.
acting and or
But
singing.
Heloise,
starting.
the famous children's book Heloise at the Plaza, is about her living in the Plaza Hotel when her mom was like broke and they were wearing all their clothes and skipping out on the bill. She's not the poor little rich girl. That's Woolworth, but
But Heloise at the Plaza.
at the Plaza is Liza, and everybody's her godparents. And first Tony Award at 18 years old for Flora the Red Menace. So I mean, Broadway star at 18 years old, like
Right.
just 3 Tonys, an Oscar.
I wanna win a Tony.
Emmy. If she could win a Grammy, she'd be an EGOT, but she doesn't have one.
Yeah. There's
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Rita Moreno has
Grammy,
an EGOT.
Oscar.
I just saw
Grammy.
a totally random thought. Why not? We have everything else random on this. CBS Sunday Morning last Sunday did a segment with Rita Moreno. Obviously, another person you don't realize how goddamn old she is. She's
Yeah.
80, 81.
What?
Yeah. Rita Moreno.
See, now I would have put her more at like
Right.
67.
Still dancing, still
70.
singing, doing her thing
Yeah.
on Broadway,
Yeah.
yada 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 yada.
She's amazing.
But they said because she had an EGOT and she's standing in her living room and
And
she's like, I have this. And she goes,
West
I
Side
don't know where the
Story?
Grammy
Yeah,
is.
that's what
Where
I
is it? And she's like, I don't know. I don't
And
know.
hers are hers.
Sesame Street as well.
Huh?
I was
Electric
just looking
Company.
up, but because I remember they had someone like that on
Turn
on
it.
NPR, and I thought that's who you're talking about. But all I know her from is West Side
also
Story.
an
Oh, West
electric
Side Story.
company.
But she
And
plays
every-
the mom on
Yeah.
Fran Drescher's new series on TV Land.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't. I watched
Happily
that. Maybe
Divorced.
once.
She was
Oz.
also
She was the nun of
But
Oz.
Sesame Street, I know.
Right,
Was
yeah.
she-
Law and Order Criminal Intent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for
She's
Vincent D'Onofrio.
she has never stopped working. That
No,
Rita
she's
Moreno.
No.
amazing.
And there, she's
Electric
like Suzanne
Company?
Summers. Like, you can make fun of her
No.
all you want to.
Yeah.
She's got a career going.
Right.
Well, and she's amazing.
And she's this tall.
I mean, really.
She's so tiny.
Yeah, and she won't be in a
There-
movie with Brooke Shields anytime
Oh,
soon.
no.
Next caller.
No. Oh, there was one.
I thought
there's-
we'd enjoy that.
My girlfriend just pointed out that there's one other birthday today. As we're drinking dirty Girl Scout cookies, it's the Girl Scouts' birthday.
Oh. Thank
Happy
God.
birthday to them.
Next
They
caller.
knocked me down and made me buy boxes of cookies on Sunday at the Fry's at 7th Street in Camelback.
How hard that must have been for
Well,
you.
I fell down on purpose, and then I'm like, okay, fine, I'll take 3 Thin Mints, some Do-si-dos. Well, it was just easier not to have to break the 20.
Exactly.
So there were
Good
5
call.
boxes, $4 each, and we're
Fine,
done.
fine. I'll take them.
First off, the air conditioning works in this building for the first time since we've
fixed
been
it.
here.
Yes, I requested that.
Thank
God.
Thank God.
With all of that,
How I get by with this
You,
speech
you've
impediment.
now become Elmer Fudd.
Chateau de
Pope.
it's Chateau.
Next caller.
Chateau Neuf de Pop.
Yeah, that's gonna make you a little bit
I
warm.
like it. You're going to have to keep saying that.
It's
That should have been the drinking word.
Delicious. Whose birthday? Oh, the Girl Scouts. We already said.
Girl Scouts. Yep.
So Rita Moreno, strangely enough, I think Laurence Olivier is the only other one that they're all performance. Rita Moreno's are all performance. Like Whoopi Goldberg is a daytime Emmy, and her Tony is for producing Thoroughly Modern Millie. So her, do you know what I mean? They're not all.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
They're not all performance.
Got it.
But Rita Moreno's are all performance.
Oh.
And everyone,
That's
and the
impressive.
The thing
That's a
about
big that's a really big
it's hard to
deal.
do. There's most of the EGOTs are like Richard Rogers.
11
or like,
artists have won in all competitive categories. Only 11. Audrey Hepburn is among them. Rita Moreno, Whoopi Goldberg.
No, hers are not performance.
Okay, these are just qualifying. I'm sorry.
Oh,
in
yeah.
competitive categories.
Competitive,
It's
right.
Richard Rogers, Helen Hayes, Rita Moreno, John
Helen Hayes.
Gielgud.
He's from
It
Arthur.
looked
Sir
European.
John
Have you
Gielgud,
ever
right.
seen Arthur?
He was the butler
He's
in
the
Arthur.
butler in Arthur.
Okay. Audrey Hepburn, Marvin Hamlish,
Yep, dead.
Just died.
Jonathan Tunick, Mel Brooks,
Ew.
Yes.
Mike Nichols, Whoopi Goldberg, Scott Rudin.
Scott Rudin is, and I say this for my movie people. If you see the name Scott Rudin, he's a good gay. He makes
yeah.
all the good gay movies, The Hours.
Yep.
Just go.
Chicago, you just go. If you see Scott Rudin, you're in good hands.
Wait, and then there's qualifying award summary. These are non-competitive awards. Barbara Streisand.
And then that doesn't count at all because she does not have a Tony. I hate when people bring her up.
Well, then why?
She
And
lost-
it says Liza
she
Minnelli in
got
here,
it-
and James Earl Jones. What
because,
does that mean?
He got it for saying
Barbara
this is
got an
CNN.
Entertainer of the Decade Tony, or she got like a special commemorative Tony. Doesn't count.
Okay.
You're off
She
the
never
list.
won a Tony.
Liza Minnelli does not have
an
a
M-
Grammy.
A Grammy. I'm sorry.
And which is the strange thing because she's a singer that she doesn't have the singing award. No Grammy. And
But did she win like a
she has a
lifetime
lifetime
achievement?
That doesn't fucking count. Get out
Oh,
of my
that's
way.
what they're saying.
Next caller.
Non-competitive.
By the way, there's also a couple of other birthdays, and one of them just made me want to throw up. There's Marlon Jackson, of course, that everyone is. I was going to celebrate that
I know
today, and
him.
I forgot.
I just set down my cake.
Yep. Daryl Strawberry, James Taylor, which makes me happy,
Oh.
and Mitt Romney.
Yeah.
And
Oh
so
my
that
God, I
being the
want
case, I know, right?
That is good. Too
so
poor to
that
vote Republican.
I mean, I just enjoy the fact that Liza Minnelli trumps Mitt fucking Romney. I can't.
Oh, Ron Jeremy, porn star.
No.
Yeah.
My best
This
friend
is
Casey.
actually a pretty
that's
big
right.
day.
Casey Olsen. Happy
This is
birthday.
a big day.
That's a lot of talent.
91, Liza got her star on the Walk of Fame.
Barbara Feldon.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and my mom's favorite, Gordon McRae.
She has
Anyways.
Primetime Emmys. She has a Best Actress Award for
And she
the film festival. It was all good.
Oh, she is. Yeah, she's got.
IMDb.
I mean, Liza cleaned up in 1972. 1972 was Liza's peak, and she's been sliding down that slide ever since.
Yeah.
I wanted to read. I've got to pull it up
love
right
her.
quick. I want to read what Dion Brown put on Facebook today because it was very funny. What he
Dion's
was
funny.
saying. Oh, he is.
funny.
In fact, Katie, the next time you're out, he's going to be filling in for you because I'm going to request it.
Yeah, he'll be fun.
Actually, either you or Marnie, because I don't know. You both seemingly have trips to go somewhere at some point.
I don't have a trip for a long time. I'm going to Park City, but that's not until like July.
Oh, well, the way out. Good.
Yeah.
You got that. There's Dion Brown. Stand by. Let me read what he wrote because it was very funny today in reference to it. And I bet I didn't realize when he posted it what it was because I didn't read the whole goddamn thing. By the way, he takes more pictures. He takes about as many pictures of himself out and about as Aaron Lopez does.
Oh, Aaron
He really
Lopez
does.
does a lot.
That's fantastic.
Dion Brown posted, "You go, Liza. A double hip replacement, chemical and alcohol dependency issue. Talented, if not a little neurotic, mother, a gay dad, a few gay husbands, an Academy Award, a Tony Award, a Grammy Award, an Emmy Award, and in short, just being fabulous. She's still here. Happy birthday, Liza."
And 2 knees.
Nice.
I saw her in
Yeah.
concert after she had both hip surgeries and both knees
Both
replaced. And she did this little soft shoe thing. It was horrible. It was seriously like, I'm not your grandmother. Stop trying to dance. But then
God bless her.
But then the
But God bless
the
her.
backup dancers came forward and they're like, she just had both knees and both hips replaced. So the fact that she's
Walking is a plot, right?
and she's standing, she didn't sit down once. She stood up and did a 2-hour concert.
She's a champ.
Right.
And
Yeah, I
standing
just-
ovation after standing ovation. Like, I mean, seriously, I think there was
I
like
just-
9 standing ovations through the course of the show.
Sure.
And the guy next to me was like, that wasn't a very good concert. I'm like, what more do you need from a human?
Right. Yeah. No, we just saw her down in Tucson 3 years ago.
Oh, yeah,
I think
yeah.
it was 3-4 years ago at the most. Amazing.
Yeah.
And then we were
She
waiting.
sounds
out-
like a gravelly voiced frog
She
now,
was no,
but she
was
still
fantastic.
sells it.
And I'll be honest with you, that's what I was waiting for. I thought she sounded fantastic.
Oh, good, okay.
And she was like moving up there, and yeah, I mean, she didn't look like she did back in the day, but really,
Yeah.
I mean, get me up there.
65 years old, right.
7, whatever.
No, but I'm saying like
At
subtract
that
3.
time, yeah. I mean, it was just amazing to watch her. And I waited outside. Next caller. I waited outside for her, and because I'm kind of a stalker.
I
and
do that, yeah.
And I just wanted to brush her arm. I mean, are you kidding? 1 degree of separation from Judy Garland.
Right,
Like
yeah.
I just wanted to
Vagina.
Right.
Next
No,
caller.
I did not want to say that.
I didn't realize.
No.
I
I did
obviously,
not.
now that I realize today is her birthday, she's literally, because she was born in 46, she's a year older than my mom. I didn't realize that. Her middle name is May. Do we know what the reference
Oh,
is?
for the love of God. Yes, it's one of her godparents.
Who?
I don't know.
May
I-
West?
Seriously, she
May
tells
West?
she tells so many of them.
For the love of
But
God.
she's named after the Gershwins wrote a song
Called
When-
Liza.
called Liza,
Right.
and all the clouds will roll away, and they wrote it, and that's how Judy picked the name. They
recall hearing
they
that.
influenced. So, like one of the Gershwins is their godparents. May, I can't remember
That
her
is
last
just
name.
exciting to have that much
Seriously,
just
right?
Well, she-
fame and notoriety and
Yeah, and it changes.
talent.
Sometimes it's Gene Kelly that's her godfather. Sometimes it's Kay, whatever her name is, that she does
yeah.
tributes to. It
Yes.
changes every time you see her. She's got a new set of godparents.
I like how.
She could have actually had all those godparents. Judy Garland could have just been.
I
that
think it's
wacky.
everywhere that Judy dropped her
Really?
off when she was off on another bender, or when Dad was out dating some guys.
right. Did her? I like.
Vincent
Minnelli.
Vincent Minnelli. He directed Gigi and not Singing in the Rain. He directed Gigi, Meet Me in St. Louis. And then what's his? He has the big one. An American in Paris is his beautiful one. But he was a makeup artist. Okay. And that's why Judy Garland was trying to become an older actress. She was trying to grow up, even though it was only 3 years after The Wizard of Oz. She needed to stop playing 12.
Right.
And he photographed her and literally hand painted her for Meet Me in St. Louis to make her
Wow.
beautiful. Because she's an odd duck,
Right,
But she
right,
looks
right.
a lot like Look at Anne Hathaway, and it's just Judy Garland. Like,
You're
just waiting-
so right.
Yeah,
You're just
You're
waiting
so-
for Anne
That's
But
what-
Hathaway to
wait,
make
well,
a
Anne
Hathaway-
Hathaway,
about that.
didn't she several years ago do Me and My Shadows?
Yeah, no, that's not her.
That's.
But
It's not her.
I never put that together. And
But you're right. She
absolutely
looks just like Judy
Looks just
Garland.
like her.
Too tall though.
Yeah.
But the other thing was, Katie, and forgive my if I heard missed you already talking about this. Part of the reason that Vincent Minnelli and Judy Garland got together was that Hollywood was trying to hide the fact that he was a gay man. So they arranged.
He thought he was straight at the time.
That's not what I heard.
No, because he was a director. No one cared. They weren't trying to pull him anywhere. No one knew his name till he married her.
I was told that.
No, he thought he was straight that week. that was all legit. No one pushed them. It's Debbie Reynolds is the one that married the first heterosexual she ever found.
Yeah.
Because when they asked her why she married such a cad, she was like, they kept sending me on dates with gay guys. The first time I met someone that wanted to sleep with me, I married him.
Which was Eddie Fisher.
It had been years. It had been years since she'd met a heterosexual male.
That I stand
She's
corrected.
very funny with that.
Yeah.
I thought that was a part of the staging of Hollywood.
No, because no one knew who he was. A director. No one cared. He was never an actor. He was. I think.
But I thought part of it again. I thought was they were trying to get her to appear older, so they wanted her to be married.
They didn't want her married at all, and they made her abort the first baby. Like, they did
my
horrible things.
Oh,
to
so
her.
there was another Liza somewhere?
Yeah. They made her. They forced her into an abortion. Oh yeah, the Judy Garland story.
Somehow
that's
I
fabulous
missed that.
reading. Fabulous reading.
And where do I get to watch that? Do I have to read it, or can
You have
I
to go
watch
to
it
Al's
somewhere?
house, get wasted.
Well, I have but there's a movie called Me and
Bring
My
your
Shadows.
own pillow. Okay,
Oh, yeah,
and that's
there's
about
some-
her.
I have Me and My
Thank
Shadows
you.
on VHS
Good
I
tip.
recorded years
There's
ago, and I've never watched it.
It's got Judy. Oh, Judy.
Judy, not Bloom.
No,
Hang on, I've got IMDb pulled up right
Oscar nominee for Damages and
Glenn Close,
now. No,
that's Dangerous Liaisons.
Rose Byrne. She
Yeah.
was not alive.
Me and My Shadows.
Oh my God, it made her so famous.
Okay, Me and My Shadows. Kate Hudson, Bill Head. That's not their same one. Me and My Shadows. Isn't that funny?
That might not.
Kate Hudson was not in there.
That's not what it's called.
No, Life with Judy Garland. Me and My Shadows. Boom, right here. Stand by. Coming up. Pulling up. Fast. Internet. Miraculous. Somehow figuring it out.
Oh, Judy Davis.
Judy
Jesus
Davis.
Christ.
That's it.
Judy Davis.
That's it.
And then the girl who played her as a young girl is just shockingly good, and she won an Emmy Award too. Tammy Blanchard. I've seen her on Broadway a few times, and if you look at the picture, she looks like her.
When I was little, we had a VHS player. We had 2 VHS tapes. That's it. Because we were just not movie people.
Please, God,
and
tell me one of them was Cabaret.
one of them was The Wizard of Oz.
Good choice.
Good choice.
And that was because of my dad.
Dad's gay.
But that's come up like 2
the
weeks in a row.
19th time that you've asked.
He also
in 2 weeks.
and he also wants to bartend for us.
He wants
so.
to bartend with us, and he'd also like to perform in the stage play of Le Cage aux Folles.
Yeah.
Yeah, which he's a fun guy. But anyhow, and we had that. We also had the Black Pollyanna with Rudy Huxtable on it. I don't know, it was weird, but it was taped off TV. It was strange.
Next caller. Yeah, that was weird. That was weird.
But we used to watch Wizard of Oz over and over
Oh,
and
yeah,
over
of
and
course.
over and over. It was our only VHS, and we watched it all the time. And my dad loved it, like I said, and he used to show it every year in his speech class.
Did he also act it out at some point in your living room?
Yeah.
Oh, no kidding.
Oh yeah.
Well,
And
you kind of have
yes,
to.
in our living room, in his speech class, he would do the Lollipop Kids. He would do things that the Lion was doing, and it was fun. Anyway, so I don't know a ton about Judy Garland, but I have very, very fond memories.
That's all you need is Wizard of Oz.
The Wizard
you
of Oz.
got 90% of it.
It's a big part of my childhood.
I can't remember what holiday that was on every year, but like Mary Poppins was always Thanksgiving, and The Wizard of Oz was on at the same time every year, and me and my sister would lay on the couch together and watch it.
I feel like it's a
thought it was
Halloween kind of like maybe
that's-
around Halloween.
But that's what I'm going for. Like, I thought it was a scary movie. Like, I was so terrified of those flying monkeys, that my sister would have to hold me through the whole movie because I was
scared at that part.
I thought the movie was
all the time.
terrifying.
I was horrified.
Well, those fucking monkeys it was.
Right. So then as I got
was afraid of the
older
midget.
and somebody was talking about like
Are the Lollipop Guild?
Yeah.
Like, it
Not
just
those
was like,
monkeys. Those are
My
different.
dad sings that one.
Scared me.
I mean so much of it was like epicray.
Yeah.
So
Epicray.
that's European pigs.
I feel like we're back in your basement right now.
Totally.
So, but
Pig laugh.
my sister would have to like hug me through the whole movie because she realized that I just had no idea what we were watching. So later, when I heard that there was like a stage musical, I'm like, oh, did they write songs for it?
Right.
And they were like, no, it's a musical. And I'm like, okay, I love musicals. That's not a musical.
That's a horror
So
film.
I was in my 20s, so I was like, all right, clearly I have to rent this again. And I was amazed as an adult when I went back and watched it. I'm like, these people never fucking stop singing.
Yeah.
The only part that they don't sing is like the opening 2 minutes, and the rest is one long
Toto,
song.
what do you think is going on?
I was cracking up. I was so terrified I never noticed all the delightful music in it.
You're just waiting for those damn
No,
flying
that's
monkeys.
fantastic.
Yeah,
For
I
you.
absolutely had no idea. I just
fantastic.
thought it was a horror movie about a girl with a pair of kiki shoes.
One of the One of the things I heard this week, because obviously the Great and Powerful Oz came out this week and
my
blew box office stuff out
Have
everywhere.
you guys heard? What's the
Really mixed. And
really
Every-
mixed?
yeah,
I
I've
feel
read a lot
like
of
Barbara
mixed.
wrote a review about it.
Yeah,
that was pretty good.
She really liked it, and then a couple people that I sometimes agree with them were like, "Stay away."
Yeah, because I'm going
But
this
if you're
Sunday.
but if you're comparing it to the Wizard of Oz,
No,
then,
there's no reason to do that.
But some people are doing that I've
Right.
heard from, and I mean this in the most polite way possible. You're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
Like, how are you going to be
Get real.
this is nothing like the Wizard of... No shit,
It's not-
Sherlock.
it's not-
It's
it's
Yeah.
it's a prequel.
Isn't it a
yeah.
prequel?
But
And
what-
That's like saying that
and
go-
it's 2013.
Right.
And,
it's
so,
fucking 3D.
correct.
We barely
When
got
it-
color on the first go round.
Absolutely. And so
Right,
when you
right,
have
it's a good
all
point.
of that, it's like, come on.
One of the things that I heard this week on the radio that I was interesting, and I probably never would have realized it if somebody else would not have brought it up.
Either way.
Clearly,
Same
the Great and Powerful Oz is a Disney movie. Okay, Warner Brothers owns
No, MGM.
MGM's owns.
MGM
owns Wizard of Oz.
Okay.
In
MGM
the Great
Goldwyn
and Powerful
Mayer.
Oz, there is absolutely no reference to the ruby slippers because
Okay.
Disney didn't want to pay MGM to talk about
No,
that.
not only that, but MGM had somebody on the set daily to tell them how close they could come because they're following the Frank
Wow.
Baum books. And MGM did The Wizard of Oz,
Right.
and they changed a lot of stuff. Like in the books, they're silver.
Oh.
They're silver slippers. They're
Oh,
not
I didn't
ruby.
realize that.
But that
the
doesn't
silver doesn't
look as good on
right. It
screen.
didn't photograph right, and it didn't pop in Technicolor.
Sure.
Sure.
So they went with ruby. So and like in Wicked, they're silver again because
Okay.
That's original.
yeah, they went there. They're
I didn't
following.
remember that. I didn't even notice.
I didn't
Yeah,
realize that
that they're
I don't
silver.
remember.
So in this one, I was like, well, why not just make the choice? Because and clearly now I know it's not true. Like I'm like everybody knows they're supposed to be silver. Everyone's read the books, but
Not everybody. No.
clearly
No.
not. So
I never read
Well,
it.
because I think most people's first interaction with Dorothy and the story is The Wizard of Oz, and they're red, and so that's just what it's supposed to be.
But then in all the behind the scenes things, like I've seen so many featurettes in the making of the movie where they show her or it's not even her. I think by the time they got to Ruby, they had gotten rid of Shirley Temple. But I think in Shirley Temple's audition, she's wearing like
silver.
her color tests, and they're like, well, they don't pop.
Yeah.
So they chose to go with red shoes, and they had to alter them so they couldn't look. They had to be like a different style of shoe. And then I think there's a reference in the movie to Dorothy, but they have to be really careful, like how they portray her because
They can't portray
her dress
the
was
Dorothy.
so iconic.
Yeah.
Well, no, they can because Dorothy's from Frank L.
Okay.
Baum's book.
But the way
it's-
she looks.
like they have to be very careful with how iconic that because she only wears one dress for the whole movie. She never changes.
Right.
That gingham, whatever the hell she's wearing.
So
Right.
cute.
Yeah.
Sleeves.
The sleeves. So they have to be very careful because it
I
turns out.
think I'm going to be her for Halloween next year.
And I always
Decision
talk-
made.
A pregnant.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what you're gonna
I
be a
think it would
pregnant
be
Dorothy?
fun for us to be Peppermint Patty and Marcy.
Oh, my God.
She's opposed.
Which one's which?
By the way, she'd totally be Peppermint Patty. She used to wear Birkenstocks with socks. What the fuck is that?
She's never raspy enough voice.
Sir.
At this point right now, apparently I could be Peppermint Patty.
Yeah. And I'd totally be Marcy and walk around in color, sir.
Color Sarah all the time.
but
Weird.
sir.
Weird. Party.
the-
But
Next
I
caller.
always, but you know how yeah, next caller. So you know how I always talk about what fucking just how awful Disney is about everything.
Yeah, you get upset
That-
about that.
No, I mean not upset, but just that they sue everybody. They're always in courts trying to get things changed their way.
But they're so
Well, because
happy.
didn't you say you had a lot to say about Walt Disney one night?
oh
For
yeah,
sure.
he's horrible.
Yeah.
I mean anti-Semitic
Yeah.
the whole thing.
No.
Get ready for the lawsuits. But but they always they take something and rape it to pieces, and then now they can't do everything they want to because now MGM's like, oh no, fuck you. We're not going to play nice with you. You
You're
fuck with
dicks.
everybody
Yeah.
that
Right.
comes around your stuff.
Sure.
So we're coming back at you.
And now the Wicked was based off the books.
No, Wicked is based off McGuire,
the book Wicked.
the book Wicked, which is it's the other side of the story.
Yeah.
He just took it and flipped it on its head.
Oh, right.
What happened before
I mean,
Dorothy
Wicked
arrived.
just made me cry at the end. When it all kind of comes full circle, I was just
Oh, yeah.
like so happy. I just like how they fit it all together, and it was just the coolest to me. I just loved.
Yeah, I thought it was an
Wicked.
amazing
yeah.
show.
Huh?
The book is nasty.
I don't like. Yeah,
What do you
I don't
mean?
care for
Hate
the
it.
book.
No,
Hate it.
I hate it.
Wait, why?
Like it's nasty, dirty. My students will say like, "Oh, I want to read the book," and I'm like, "Hell no." like because it's dirty. I don't like it at all. I can't.
I
get
don't remember it
this
being
sexual.
dirty.
It's just it's crass.
Oh,
Just-
yeah.
oh, okay.
It's
Yeah.
really crass. I don't know. I
And
don't,
she's very.
Like innuendo.
and I
or-
find her.
well, yeah. I couldn't get through.
They
it.
Just
Just-
gratuitous.
they
Just
did-
crass for
Yes,
crass's
yes.
sake. Like,
Oh,
no.
my problem was just that she's too ambiguous. Like, she just kind of stumbles across. She does
Yeah.
nothing on purpose. Everything's kind of like she accidentally casts this spell, and she accidentally does this, and you don't know if she really does this. And I'm like, make a fucking decision. I hate stories
you
about
mean
weak
in,
women.
You mean in the show, though? Because by the...
no, in the
in the
book.
book. Oh, okay. Because
In
I'm going
the-
to say by the in
they-
the show,
No, they
yes, she
changed
does
it.
a couple of little accidental this. Oh, but then she's like very deliberate.
No, she sings "Defying Gravity" and she owns
Right.
it.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
she flies up, throws her broom at you, and
Oh,
says "fuck
tears.
you."
Oh,
Did I just
forget
miss?
it, yeah.
Were you talking about the witches or no? What were you just talking about?
Wicked.
Yeah, Wicked.
I love
understand
it so
you're talking
much.
Wicked. I didn't realize, and I only saw this, and again, obviously never read the books. Only saw Wizard of Oz. Now there are 3 witches in Great and Powerful Oz. There's 3 different ones. So how do we lose one aside from the house? How do we lose?
Well,
Is that where we lose
because
it?
She was bi.
No, is that no? But is that
No.
how we lose her? Because we've got in Wizard of Oz, then
But
you've got.
I don't remember there ever being, and in Wicked they bring it up. They get a third witch because there's 3 witches in the Wizard of Oz, and you just never know where is the South. Like how can you?
But
have,
you've got Good Witch Glinda, you've got the bad
Good
witch, and then
witch
the witch
and
that
then you've got
dies.
that
of the
maybe
East.
witch.
She's from the East.
The one who gets
That's
killed.
the Wicked Witch of the East is Munchkin.
Glinda's
is-
from the north.
Glinda's from the North, or she's the Wicked Witch of the North. I mean,
Okay.
she's the Good Witch of the North, and then you have the Wicked Witch of the West.
Okay.
And then
And that's why the
allegedly,
South is so pissed right now because they're like
'Cause they're
still
excluded.
angry.
Okay.
who is?
For a lot
The
of
witch is
reasons,
South.
just
really.
the witch that they initially had didn't have teeth. Am I wrong?
What are you talking about? I lost. I lost.
No.
She's
no.
making a Toothless South reference.
Oh, okay.
Tyler, do not send
Just
all your
kidding.
mail to Marnie Ryer and Kara Cuta. Next
Yeah,
caller.
so I and so there's the 3 witches, and then the story of Wicked is how the 3 get their places. Like how does and Glinda is from the north part of he draws it like not only did David McGuire she left
Aaron?
Gregory McGuire, I can't think of his name.
Gregory.
McGuire.
Okay.
He drew a map. So he put Munchkin Land in the east, and he put where Glinda is from in the north. Like he drew out a map to explain where they all were.
It's on the. It's on that. It's a screen at the front of the show.
Right, and that's from the front part of the book where he shows you a map, and then Elphaba, which is the Wicked Witch of the West name, she escapes to the west. When she goes, when she turns bad, she goes to the west to hide. So I mean, it's kind of a whole thing, but I don't that part of it because the Wizard of Oz books are about Dorothy. Like so everyone's just adding their own flourishes to what already exists.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So all of this has nothing to do with the original books. They're just taking their own ideas.
Okay.
Can I tell you guys
And
a really
playing with it.
exciting
And they're
fun fact?
they're adding origin stories to everything.
Yes. Katie, please add something fun to this
Here's an
conversation.
exciting fun fact. I am actually.
Because we went way further with Liza Minnelli's
No,
birthday than I had
it's
any
fantastic.
No,
I
but
am
it's more.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
distant
gay.
relative
Better than talking about the Pope.
to Glinda the Good Witch. Billy Burke is my cousin.
Really?
Like 5th or 6th or
And you know
something.
where she
But
ends up?
that's true. We are related.
Dead like everyone.
And
No.
according to all
You don't
of
mean
the
Billy Barty.
Billy Burke,
Oh, okay.
definitely Burke.
Billy Barty. That was good.
Not totally sure who that is.
He's a
caller.
midget.
One of the
Next
legend-
color. Good. Perfect.
Still dead. Little guy.
He's not going to be in a movie with Brooke Shields either.
You can see right over him.
Good.
Yeah.
But Billy Burke was apparently like hideous bitch. And when she was kind of in Hollywood at that time, and she was just like,
And she stayed because you know where she turns up is 16. That's the second 16 Candles reference. She's Molly Ringwald's grandmother in 16 Candles.
that's right.
She's the one that's smoking the cigarette.
oh,
Look at her boobies.
Good Witch
They're
Glinda.
So perky.
I'm good.
Good Witch
I'm
Glinda is 6.
Googling
really?
my
Yeah.
cousin
That's
Billy.
Well, we're gonna have to look it up.
Oh,
Oh
that's,
my
I'm
God.
sorry.
I
That was
never-
an
I gotta
that was an
fix that.
accident.
Somebody ought to fix that.
That's great.
We'll get right on that.
But I should probably
Aaron,
IMDb
you're doing a
that
stellar
and make sure that
job
I'm right.
of.
Thanks, we're out of ice cream though.
No,
No,
we're not.
no, we have a whole thing
other
of vanilla in there.
vanilla, yeah.
Nope, it's not
Yeah,
been
keep
chocolate
going.
chip, but we have vanilla.
fuck- yeah, but we'll have chocolate chips. in
Because
it.
that's-
Absolutely.
When you guys were talking about the
Yeah,
Right.
I don't know. Billy Burke was born in 1884. So I don't know if she was around in 16 Candles.
Oh, there she is, Billy Burke. Not dead.
Well, I don't know.
not
She
in
died
these
in 1970, and that wasn't.
No,
that
okay.
was in the 80s.
No,
Yeah.
you're
okay,
right.
somebody from the Somebody from The Wizard of Oz is in 16. It plays the grandmother in 16 Candles.
Let's see.
That's why I said I think we better check that because I could be off.
Well, I didn't know that. That's great.
But when you guys were talking about the prom for HRC, and I'm like, the theme is Molly Ringwald got a new hip. And I know it's not Annie M because she's really old.
Oh yeah.
Lord, I like how we're all googling.
I know.
I know.
Dead air,
It's
dead air.
quiet.
Somebody's got to remember to talk. Okay, so I don't know who it is then, but I got to find out what the grandmother's name is.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't find it.
Well,
right
there's
here.
an urban legend that's been going around for years. That's
Maybe it's just a damn lie.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and the Wicked Witch of the West was in the coffee commercials for years. Margaret Hamilton.
Margaret Hamilton. She was in Maxwell
She was in
House.
Maxwell House coffees for years.
right.
Yeah.
And
She's very unfortunate looking as
Yes.
the.
Yeah.
She was on the Waltons too, I think.
Love that word.
Just unfortunate.
That's
looking.
unfortunate.
All right, so what's on your list? Because last week we went way too long.
Oh, that's okay. I just had a couple of things and I had them like kind of just split out.
What? Have you figured out what you're going to do with your segment? You get your thing. It's.
Oh, I thought that was the last hour.
Oh, is that last hour?
We'll do last
Yeah.
hour. Okay, so I'll blow through this pretty quickly.
don't-
I want to address,
We
since
don't
we've talked
rehearse.
about it like almost every
Fuck it. We
See,
don't-
it is live, everybody.
Yeah. No shit.
this week more than ever.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So since
You
we've
have no
talked
idea.
about it every week,
Dorothy Baker played the grandmother.
I'm certain that you, of course, watched The Walking Dead. No big crazy surprises here this week, but it was a good one, moving the plot forward because let's like move forward with this weird prison Woodbury thing.
Oh,
right?
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah,
it was
yeah.
good, but it was like no big surprises, nothing crazy. Okay, so there was another gigantic sinkhole. It wasn't as gigantic as the first. It didn't swallow anyone alive, but it took up someone's like whole front yard and driveway in
Florida
Pennsylvania.
still? Wow.
Yeah.
There was another one on a golf course that I swallowed another guy, but he got out.
Oh my God.
They're everywhere all of a
Freaky.
sudden.
All of a sudden. So, and is it they're everywhere all of a sudden, or one got covered in the 24/7 news cycle and now they all are? You know what I mean? Because
Right.
they've been all over Florida for a long time.
Right.
And now they're just like getting major coverage. But anyway, it's just freaky deaky that it was, and the whole neighborhood was evacuated in this Pennsylvania neighborhood. The other headline that makes me a little bit crazy, we sort of touched on it, is that there is no new pope. There was black smoke coming from the Vatican.
Right.
And do you just feel like it's all a big weird stage play? Like it's just weird.
Well,
like
it
what's
always-
with the it's so fucking dramatic. Like why do we need smoke? It's like the weird burning bush that probably
It's
didn't
the-
really
it's how-
happen.
You mean Moses?
They burn the
yeah.
ballot. That's how they destroy the ballot so that they never know who did
Right.
it.
But I did find out because
How do
of
they make a white smoke? How do they make the white smoke?
They
Can
add something
can
to make it
can
black,
Can I
right?
just tell
May
you
I
this?
just?
Please do.
May I
May I
just?
just?
Next caller.
And you may.
Here's what it is. They actually, and if you look it up online, you'll see there's 2 stoves that they have installed. There are 2 new stoves that they have. One's for the white smoke, one's for the black smoke.
Okay.
They actually, because when they did Pope John Paul that far long ago, I take that back. My bad. It wasn't for, is it Pope John Paul or the dumbass that just retired? One of the two. The issue was that when they were burning the ballots, it was like this weird gray smoke. So the media latched on. They were like, is this white? Is it black? What's going on? They didn't know what to do. So they added chemicals. Because, we're all about environmental safety.
Yeah.
Yes.
They added chemicals to make sure that they get a black smoke for sure so that they can differentiate. It was, again, on radio today that I
Why
heard.
can't they just put out a press release?
Yeah, why can't they
How
just
about that?
tweet the goddamn
Yeah.
thing?
Because it's
because this
2013.
ceremony's been going on for so long, and they keep it with tradition.
And
Like-
I'm pretty sure somewhere there's a young child.
And I
can't
guess,
remember
like,
what they used to add to it to make it black, but it was
cow shit.
Yeah, but I mean,
I
it
don't
was
know.
it was literally like 13th century kind
I
of
don't
stuff.
know.
I mean, I
Methane.
get that it is tradition, and I suppose that some traditions need to be,
And the conclave means with the
respected.
key because they're locked in.
Okay, yeah. Well, and that's the other thing is
I'll
why
help
can't
you
someone
for all
just
your
come
European.
outside and say like, nope, didn't find one
Well, he
yet.
does. He walks out. He immediately walks
ring
out.
a bell.
He does come out.
They ring. The smoke goes up, and then he immediately walks out and is introduced to the crowd, and then he goes back in, and then he's officially coronated or whatever the word is, like 4 or 5 days later.
Billy Bird, or Bernice Bird, is the one who played her grandmother.
Right.
Is not who you were saying it was.
But
Right.
close.
But
Billy
you-
Burke,
but
Billy
you-
Bird.
Right, but you
But
would certainly recognize her.
they've been saying that for years. I mean, I heard that from the very get-go.
That's
That was her.
such a close name
Yeah.
that it made sense.
Well,
that
since
someone
he
would-
said that, I don't feel nearly as bad about saying that Hollywood was trying to marry Liza Minnelli and Vincent Minnelli off. Or Judy Garland and Minnelli, yeah. I
Well,
feel-
I think that the weird. I think the traditions are weird. I think they're outdated.
They're
And they
very
are,
outdated.
But
Well,
I
he's
guess it's
outdated.
tradition. Yeah, the whole thing is just stupid.
Why
Shut
is he
up,
in Prada
Catholics.
shoes? Yeah.
I know.
Again, I haven't seen any part of the world end because they've been popeless. I haven't.
Yeah, that's very true.
Girl Scout cookies are being sold. Things are happening.
things are happening.
The fucking stock market has been stellar for days.
Probably
they
because
they just actually
of the
capped
Pope.
off the longest run
Yeah.
in I forget how many years of
Growth.
Yes.
Yeah. So we like that. So in Guns.
But we're going to be socialists soon.
Oh,
Well, that's Obama's
well, that'll be
fault.
fun.
In Guns, a 6-month-old baby in Chicago, this is super depressing, was died after the 6-month-old
killed?
was
Died?
shot 5 times in
What?
a car at a point-blank range. A dad was pulled over in a suburban Chicago, or not suburban, excuse me, in a Chicago inner-city neighborhood.
They're having a lot of issues in Chicago. My God.
And they think that it was gang violence, and so I understand that when you're talking about guns, you're not going to take guns out of people's hands, out of criminals' hands. I get it, but this someone came up to this man's car while he was changing his daughter on the front seat, 6-month-old little baby, and they shot 5 or 6 rounds. The baby was shot 5 times. So they must have shot more than that because the dad was grazed a couple of times. What I don't understand...
Did he play Operation Human Shield?
I don't... Well, okay, so here's what I'm envisioning. I mean, I'm not sure how it happened because the baby's laying on the car seat, on the seat, and the dad's changing. The dad got shot somewhere. But wouldn't you... I would throw myself immediately over my 6-month-old child.
Yeah, like...
It just made me feel sad. Let's try to keep guns out of the hands of bad guys. In addition, there was also a really great article about guns. You know who didn't like them? He's not like a very well-respected Republican ex-president because he was a crook, but he was
Which one?
Big-time anti-gun. Nixon.
I am not a crook.
Way anti-gun. Wanted to actually ban all guns, handguns, private guns, like wanted guns out of the hands. And the thing that I like is that he was standing up to the NRA big time. Like they were toe to toe on a lot of things. And his advisors used to tell him that absolutely not. You have to just go with this because the NRA gives us money, and he wouldn't do it. So that he was,
I didn't realize that about him.
Now that's interesting to learn too.
It's very interesting because
But I think it's interesting also to find out that actually, when Elvis Presley requested, because at one point Elvis, as crazy as he
was the drug czar.
No. Well, no,
He was the anti-drug poster child.
He
for
also
Nixon.
wanted to he wanted to be a I don't know, not Secret Service or CIA or FBI. He wanted some sort of a special designation that he had that. He actually presented Nixon with a gun. In the Oval Office, and there's pictures. If you look it up, you see Elvis presenting Nixon with a gun.
Yeah,
and then Nixon turning around and presenting him with a thing for drug-free America.
Okay,
and I love it that
certainly very symbolic.
Yeah,
but
two things neither one of them stood for.
No, yeah, but he was personally very much against it, and politically against it. So that's interesting.
There was Elizabeth Hess-Beckley. There was I can't remember how they got to that, but someone was saying that Bush II was saying that in time people will look on his presidency more favorably, like the fact that he can't even show up at a Republican convention. He's still like, yeah, we don't want you at CPAC either. Like we don't. You are so tarnished.
Just stay on vacation.
Nixon was the same way, and they said that the Republican Party would never come back from Nixon, and then Ronald Reagan turned it all around. All you need is one good spokesperson.
And then people will stop hating the old guy.
And Nixon turned his own around. Like, he'll never be thought of as a great president, but he as a man died with, as an elder statesman and really turned his legacy around. So will they unearth the corpse of George W. Bush and let him go be...
I thought I heard that.
What the hell was that?
Is everything locked?
I don't know, but what's over there? Do you want me to go over there?
I don't know. What's over there?
That's just really loud in there.
Yeah,
that's Ion Izzy doing a camera photo shoot.
Are they in the same building?
Yeah, they're right there. Yeah.
Either way, let's make sure.
So let's send Marnie out in the hallway alone.
Sorry,
I'll be right back.
Listeners, viewers, we just heard
That was her. She's being an asshole.
You fucking bitch. I swear to God, my heart just stopped.
That was funny.
My heart
Reaction now. Whatever.
I thought we were gonna have to-
literally stopped.
I thought we were gonna have to go to
didn't know,
commercial.
like, what happens. Do I use my beer bottle as a weapon? Is the fork
you guys are
like
cute.
a pen?
I'm sorry.
Like, I was like, call 911. Somebody call 911.
Well, I heard
not
you
funny.
say
My legs
let's
are
send
like-
Marnie out
my
there,
legs
so
are
I thought
numb
it
right
was
now.
funny. I'm so sorry. I was fucking around. I'm
I
sorry.
just thought that was the first time I really heard, but I didn't think it was you. I just
Well,
thought we finally heard
at
it.
first, and then all of a sudden I'm like,
Next door, Ion AZ has a studio over there. They do camera shoots. And
are they
What
photo
are they-
shoots with
That must be it. I'm
sound?
texting
Do they not
Zombies.
understand how to use the camera?
zombies.
Kevin.
Next caller.
Yeah, thank you.
It is the end of hour 2. It's a Tuesday night. It's the show on Q Talk America. My name is Clayton McKee, along with Marnie, Katie, and Al. In studio with us is our special adequate bartender,
You're
Erin.
supposed to sit on that
She's
side
here.
so you can use the
Well, she said
microphone.
you.
No, but I'm on camera.
You admitted you weren't a good bartender, so I'm just saying you're adequate.
Oh, you did find a sneaky spot.
However, I would like to remind you also, if you are listening to this audio only on our podcast, you do need to listen to the 0.5 hour, which is hour 3. Otherwise, if it's the video, stick with us. Keep on. We're going to be back with hour 3 right after this on Q Talk America.
Listening to the show on Q Talk America. This is Q Talk America.
The following broadcast contains adult humor, language, and topics, along with partial nudity. Actual knowledge is used sparingly. This show is a result of a lost bet and a bad game of rock, paper, scissors. It's the show with Clayton McKee. And now, a man with a face for radio, Clayton McKee.
Oh my God, we are back. It's hour 3. It's a Tuesday night. You're in studio with the show on Q Talk America. My name is Clayton McKee with Katie June.
I have to like dance break my
I know.
anxiety off right now.
Apparently, somebody's being killed in the building next door to
My
us. We're not
apologies.
sure.
And in the hallway of
Yeah.
Right, but the way,
Hallway
no.
of Q Talk
and being
Studios.
played by
On the other
Marty
side,
Meyer.
on the other side of this wall. In fact, if you walk to the back parking lot, you'll notice that there's those glass doors.
The doors.
That
Oh,
whole
yeah.
area. If you walk back then, I'm sure they are shooting
Got it.
people or cameras.
Erin said she heard club music
Then
when she
they're
came by,
next
so
door,
I'm
yeah.
certain
It's
that
the
has to be.
It's the Ion
Oh my
AZ
God, in the
boys.
parking lot.
It's the Ion AZ
Yeah.
people. That's what it is.
Okay.
Again, beginning of hour 3, we've just done the drinking game. By the way, if you're curious to know, the drinking word or phrase this week is next caller. That's courtesy of Al Perkins. Some of our beverages.
Molly
Oh,
Montgomery.
well, that's true. Molly Montgomery. She's the one who actually gave it to us a couple weeks ago. If you're in the chat room, hello. Katie's in there. Tyler.
Hi.
Joe is in here as well. Who else is in there? Marnie, my mom. My God, all
Di.
kinds of people are in there.
Hi, Diane. I miss you.
Al is
Di.
Al's getting ready for a new segment, which I think is exciting. We haven't rehearsed this. We don't really know what we're doing with it, but
We don't rehearse?
no, we never.
the hell?
Sadly, we never rehearse like
I call
we
bullshit.
try to. Also, want to remind you that 2 weeks from tonight is our open house for the Q Talk Studios. 5:30 on that Tuesday. We're gonna do a little wine and champagne and some food, courtesy of Katie. What is it? The cafeteria
The cafeteria on Thomas.
on Thomas.
Do we get to put up decorations?
Jonathan Pryor is going to be providing some food. Phoenix Pride providing some beverages for us, and we're going to have the studio open for
It'll be
you
a good time.
to stop by, see how we put it all together, and how we make tragedy happen live on the air.
Do you need Windex?
No, it's good now.
It's good now. He's trying. What do you need?
But I'm trying to do where I
Oh,
can
there are
like.
door prizes. There will be door
No,
prizes.
sure, there'll be something, and then you can stand and watch at the window and see how we put this together.
I'm like, I'm attached to so many cords. All right, now here's how this works. Now there are points awarded to the
This ought to be fucking tragic, I'm sure.
Okay, so it's called. Now let me go to my list. Let me go back to my.
Oh, we have a name.
Yes, no, that was the best part.
That was
Yeah, because
Dr.
I know I
Drew.
called a couple
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Dr. Drew's death den.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I
called
forgot.
some people.
I remember
Yeah.
that now that you say that.
I have so much shit written on things like this that we need to frame at some point.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
Can we-
the original meeting at your house.
write this
and all
down.
This kind of shit.
our big
like
grand opening, so work on that.
Oh, that would be funny for the grand opening. Like this is
That would be
the
cute.
this is the piece of paper. This is
Right.
the cocktail
This
napkin.
is
that
how
This is
goes
where it
here.
started.
Right,
I actually
yeah.
have some of that in a folder at home.
All right, so I don't think this board is big enough.
No, well, that was just for this.
to write Dr.
This is
Drew's
just-
death den.
this
So
is
you
just
just
for
have
this.
to know that's what it's called.
Put DDDD
DDD.
on the top.
All right.
Or we can make it. I can make a label across the top.
By the way, It's 4 Ds. Can I just point that out or no?
It's fine. D.
Yeah, okay. So we'll start with that.
I'm like, it's
Now,
4 of them.
the only thing that I wrote, and it was so funny how the week transpired. Well, funny, hashtag lucky for us. Next caller.
Next caller.
But unfortunate for the person who we're all going to talk about.
Yeah.
Which brings me to a subplot A. Is the doctors not on ABC in Phoenix?
The doctors?
The doctor.
The
I
show-
know what you're
My
talking
mom
about.
watches
but
it.
Yeah, no,
Because-
it's on.
Unless they changed it, because my
Okay.
mom used to watch it.
Yeah,
Okay, because I couldn't. Isn't it on ABC?
I thought so.
I thought so. Right
Okay,
after the chew.
It must only be on high def.
Oh, no idea.
Because I'm watching a non-high def TV, so maybe the I don't know.
I don't-
But I couldn't find it because I wanted to watch the interview, so I will have to watch it on cable.
Okay.
So we'll go D.
You have a non-high.
It's a long story.
Yeah, you don't
it
wanna know.
involves a duck and some.
But
never
you
mind.
can crawl into it.
Okay.
And, like you're there.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
So we'll tell you later. So the only thing that you need to know, and I really did write this down last
Okay.
week, is there is no points for terminal illnesses.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
Look,
Next
you
caller!
said that.
No. You still
I
get,
choose
'cause you
Valerie
don't
Harper.
Know, right, but you don't know how long they're gonna last.
No, I know that.
But you don't get points for saying someone's
I
gonna
was.
die that's got a terminal
I wasn't
illness.
looking for points. I'm not
Right.
looking
I
for
want
points.
I want like a William Culp
Right.
that like was walking on a sidewalk and went boom.
Right.
And tripped over a rock.
William Culp.
He was the director, whatever, in
Oh, yeah,
Greatest
yeah,
American Hero.
Right,
and he
right,
was
right.
in
Okay, gotcha.
some
Yeah.
50s, 60s
You want
thing.
Natasha Richardson goes
Right.
takes a beginner ski
Bono.
lesson, hits
Oh.
the head. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the kind of shit that
Watch
if you
out for that tree.
Yeah,
If
gets you a lot of
fucking
points.
Kennedys.
right.
You know,
That's how you get it.
Marty, pull that whole mic over. Sit
Okay,
it. No,
all right.
keep going.
I know.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Could you keep
I'm
on
going.
leaning into
I
it?
know, well,
Go
no,
ahead.
because
All right.
we put it there so they could share.
Yeah, but it didn't work.
It
So
didn't work.
move
out.
it back to where it needs to be.
We have a conscientious objector. Do the thing with your arms again. That's really funny. There is someone.
Oh my God, that is amazing.
She has been redacted.
She's in 2 shots.
Egyptian.
Our guest bartender has been redacted, but I'm not sure who she
perfect.
You gotta
was.
do one of these, babe.
That is so cool.
Making jokes about
Okay,
the next
so
caller.
you only get big points are only awarded for the young and healthy that drop
Healthily?
over dead for no reason,
Okay.
or plucky old people like Abe Vigoda.
Who won't die?
Yeah, who won't die.
Okay.
Who like
Ever.
outlives
What
everybody.
are those, Katie?
There's
Like,
a cockroach.
Good.
Let me see. Okay.
but we will put Valerie Harper first.
You got
and
salsa
Clayton gets her.
verde.
St. Patrick's Day, green.
Oh, throw them over here. Just can you? Oh no, they're open. I'm sorry. No, we can't. Hang on. Stop it. You're in 2 shots.
I have so much going on right now. I can't do
Oh,
that.
really? Like I'm not directing a fucking show. You're writing on a wipe-off board.
And if I drop something, there's all this electronic stuff going on.
I thought you said you couldn't do Valerie Harper.
No, I said there's just not points for her. So when we
Oh.
award points,
so
or you
I'm
get
not
your
looking
free-
for points.
right, but
Because
when you
it's
get
gonna
your-
happen.
Remember, I told you when Bob
Probably
Hope
next
died,
week. Right.
when you're getting free points at the bar.
Yeah.
He didn't get any points because we were on death watch for him for the whole
Like
week.
Zsa Zsa
it.
Gabor.
Everybody in LA, and I was.
I was gonna do Jaja, and then
So
I thought that. I'm
right,
like,
Jaja.
everybody
No, but
fucking
she's on
knows.
plucky old people because they're cutting her apart piece by piece.
That's true.
She's still alive.
That's true. She's already had an autopsy.
They've been cutting her
But
apart
isn't
since
she-
before Donna Summer and Whitney Houston
But isn't
died.
she terminal though?
No.
No.
She's just old.
Every time something
Diabetic.
gets terminal, they cut something off of her.
Why do you have the red light on? Are we supposed to stop talking?
No, I'm sorry.
Okay, thanks.
My
I got
bad. Thank you.
confused.
Thank
So
you for
now
that.
Marty and I are going to agree on number 2.
All right. You tell me when I'm supposed to play the new theme music for.
Oh, good one. Yes.
Nice. All right.
Now,
Okay,
Does
now-
this go with
Next
This is
caller.
like
I like
regular
it.
points. Is this plucky old person, or is this like?
Well, that's what
Plucky
you-
old person.
When we knock
about
them
this
off
is
the
super
list, we'll
douche?
assign points.
That's right.
Okay.
We'll assign
Tyler
points.
wants to know: does old age count as an illness?
No.
No.
Not at
Well-
all. Because no, that's what I'm
because old
saying.
age
I'm
is
kidding.
old age.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Like George Burns. He just died.
Because the
Well,
bar
not just.
that we were in LA, and the reason that they were playing it in LA is because half the people were in the industry, and
Okay.
the other half that were there were like news people.
Okay.
So it was so funny because everybody was on watch for Bob Hope because
Sure.
but Bob Hope's family was so savvy to news cycles that he had been dead for like a half a day.
Okay.
They didn't announce till like Sunday morning at 4 a.m. because they knew that everyone in the news would be on their way to work. They didn't because they knew that everyone would come in and cover Bob Hope's death, especially in LA. There's an airport named after him. Everyone was going to stop what they're doing. everyone's packages were done, so everybody was like, drink all you want to.
Sure.
The obituary is written.
Right.
We've got all the film done.
All we have to do is the exit date on the super.
Right. It's all we have to do is put in what number we're going to end with. 99, 03.
Right. What year?
What last 2 digits. But the family, Doris, I think Doris was his wife's name.
Yeah.
Doris
Yes.
was
Doris
so
Hope.
nice that she announced the death after everyone was like done with their weekend plans so that they could just come to work. And everyone kept saying it. It was the funniest thing to be with all these newscasters. They were like, yeah, we just plug in a tape.
Okay.
Like somebody's going to stand
'Cause it was
outside
already
the
made.
airport and be like,
Sure.
and Bob Hope finally died.
Right.
Cut to tape.
Yeah.
That they
Yeah.
made 17 years
Well,
ago.
they have a huge thing on. They have a huge thing
like
on the internet.
Mickey Rooney's obituary has already been written. Yeah.
No, but that's what they have a bunch. They have like Courtney Love.
right.
Has already been written.
And
Oh, yeah, everybody.
Lohan.
Everybody.
Courtney Love, is she still alive?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
well,
one of the funniest.
Not in brain activity.
Parts of
Yeah.
it, right.
Not in brain activity.
That's one of the funniest episodes of Mary Tyler Moore is when Mary.
Courtney Love was not unmarried.
No.
Did you unplug that?
I don't know. There's so many.
You
I'm
unplugged
grafting
it.
so many cords.
You unplugged it. We need to get you a
Oh,
better...
I can't turn the chair. That's the
That's the...
problem.
You have to, yeah, because it's
See,
plugged
and you
in.
wanted me to pass Doritos.
Whoa, here, babe.
Wait.
Right under
Oh.
here.
Oh.
Under
Oh,
here. Under
God.
here.
See, I told you there's so many cords. So, anyways, in an episode of
You might
Mary
want to try
Tyler
the
Moore,
paint marker.
yeah.
Yeah, try that. It'll shut more.
Plugged in,
Go ahead.
But it's not lit up yet.
There it goes.
So in an episode of Mary Tyler Moore, Mary has to update the obituary cards for everybody, and she's all pissed off because she wanted to do something fun.
Okay.
So she talks Rhoda into coming over and doing it with her, and they get bored and drunk, and they write like Dolly Parton's obituary, and they say like, "Oh, I bet she didn't drown," but because they're getting drunker and drunker. But the unfortunate part is like a local Minnesota politician dies. That was way after they'd been drinking.
Okay.
And so Ted goes on the air and reads the obituary that they wrote while drunk.
Well drunk.
And it's
I love it.
so that's the first thing I thought of, and I thought Valerie Harper. I'm like, oh, she's giving them so much notice
Right.
that somebody's just sitting at home putting together the goodbye tape.
Sure.
That's
Oh, that's a good
fantastic.
call.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
gonna be somebody's job. Like, can you put together your Rhoda highlights and we'll just put in
6 degrees of
13.
But literally...
6 degrees of separation. I do have Dick Van Dyke on my list.
But literally every single celebrity, I don't care if you're Justin Bieber, if you're that little black girl that just was nominated for an Academy Award, every
Oh, yeah, they
single
have an obituary
person
written.
has
Every
it written.
news-
They
every
and they just
newspaper,
add.
every
Really?
channel.
Well,
They just-
I
yes.
knew that they had some written, like ahead of time.
I
but
feel like
thought
I
it
should
was-
start mine.
No, but
Maybe.
I thought it was like not for Heath
I haven't.
Ledger.
I haven't
you know?
started.
You do?
Yeah.
No, they
Oh,
do.
mine.
Yeah,
When you-
I just
when
I
you-
did
good
not
friends.
realize
When
that.
you untimely depart this
But they're
show,
brief.
Katie,
Right,
we
so
will
like,
have
this
a
is
best-
red
this,
dye,
this, and this.
And I
porn.
think this is how this game
Got it.
came. I have no idea if that's how this game came about.
All right.
All right, so now we have our top two. As I would turn around and show you, but like everything goes wrong when I move these cords.
Yeah, but you have to. You'll eventually have to.
I want to claim
Yeah.
Trailer Swift.
Twayla, she's always number
Trailer
10.
She's number
Swift.
10.
That's
We
right.
always agreed
But-
that Trailer.
but Trailer Swift.
All right.
is
So
number
now
10.
people in the chat, good people of the chat room, everyone can have their nominees.
So here's my question though. Last week we had picked
Because I have another couple on there, and then I added one
Right.
this
Oh
week.
my gosh!
which part?
This breaking next
Breaking
caller.
news.
Listening to us right now, and I'm gonna only hope that it's the boys in Australia because they're on. Australia's on. The Russian Federation has been listening.
That's exciting. Formerly known as CCCP.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
much like DDDD.
D guns, 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 guns.
Okay, so you might have to wet
I'm
this
not going
more.
to fit 10 on here.
I know, that's why I erased it and then I wrote in the exact same font.
I'm still waiting
This
for.
is my teacher font.
All right. Okay. Oh, okay. Good. This. We have water
we've
and
got
paper.
Well,
pink.
I
What
did.
happened
I
with
also
pink?
didn't get this wet enough.
Okay.
That's what she
That's
said.
what she said.
Yeah. Next caller.
Next caller.
Okay.
Is the caller there?
Do we have a lid? Do we have a lid?
Yeah, it's right there.
I'm going to use that
Oh, all right.
All right, so
Here,
I,
pass this lid.
yes, Tyler, you definitely can play.
Oh, please do.
Come on, Tyler. Tyler.
Everyone gets to play.
Tyler, you're our fifth on the show. Of course you can play.
Almost right. Tyler, you coming to the open house in 2 weeks?
Six.
Oh my God, Tyler! If you could make it, that'd be so
Wouldn't that
fun.
be
Happy
funny?
spring break, Tyler. Is this Tyler's spring break?
Tyler, is this your spring break?
I hope it's next week
Happy
or in
spring
2
week.
weeks, so you
It's
can
not.
show up here at our grand
We tried
opening
to do
or at
that.
our open house.
Tyler and I tried to do that in the chat room last week, Tyler, and his spring break doesn't line up. Wah, wah.
Wah, wah. All right, so now we're just going like we had our list from last. We had a list from last week, but we have to
Okay.
include everybody. So pick fun things.
Are we sticking
but
with our list from last week?
No, because we never made it. We were just yelling out
we
people
did.
that.
No, wait.
We were all just yelling out people that might die.
Where does my Hugh Downs fit in?
Because I
I
think
was
my
gonna
next
say,
pick
we had these
is
four.
Right.
You had Prince
the Queen.
Philip.
Right.
You had the Queen. You had Prince Philip.
And that's what I'm saying. So you get one. So if that's what you want to stick with a week later, you
He had
can.
Hugh
I'm going to
Downs.
stick with the Queen, but then I have another.
And
I have a
Bob
new
Barker.
addition after the Queen.
And what time frame do they have to die?
We'll update every week.
Okay, right. Well, no, but wait a minute.
Yes.
So we're changing our
If you
thought?
want,
So-
if you want to.
Well, last week we didn't have Valerie Harper. Now she's got brain cancer. You have to change the list.
Well, how do you not? We learned.
We're not
Okay.
the Catholic Church. We can change.
Are we
Mm,
sending smoke signals for this?
We could start.
Yes.
All right then.
I feel like I want to turn the air down again.
Good. Oh.
Oh, and make it
Okay.
cooler?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's warm in here now. Good.
Oh, well, I'll go
So
do that.
this is funny. May the odds ever be in your,
Your
favor.
That was awesome.
This one's not working.
Okay, well then,
Because
was
really,
awesome.
We have more colors?
yeah, we'll try it. Well, they've all been running up.
It's very exciting.
You have to hang on.
Yeah,
have to
you push
turn.
them. Yeah.
Well, good luck.
this is not her first time with a board or a marker.
At the rodeo.
Sorry.
Damn it, you're good.
At this rodeo.
All right.
Well,
I'm gonna
Okay.
turn the air down.
Okay, do what you got to do.
Trash can.
So yeah, we had a lot of choices.
Well, yeah.
And we'll just take nominees, but just keep your lists open in case someone dies and we have a spot
Sure,
open
absolutely.
Dr. Drew's death.
DDDD.
Right.
Dr. Drew's death
Oh,
den.
maybe write that along the side.
I was gonna put it up here across the top of the board later, but
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, let's add that later.
we'll get stencils. Or maybe I'll get a real write-on wipe-off board.
Oh, look how good her handwriting is. I'm so glad she's here.
She's a
All right, you
scholar.
can be the 5th member of the team.
Sorry, Tyler, you just got bumped.
Okay, so my friend Stephanie Klein
six.
just learned about our podcast, video cast,
Hi,
and
Stephanie.
she might be listening. She said she was going to be listening
watching?
tonight.
Okay.
And I feel like and she just is really, really funny and fabulous. Reminds me a lot of Molly. Anyway, I think she.
And me.
and
Nobody in the
Aaron.
room right
Yes.
now.
And Aaron. No, but you know, like she has Molly. You know what I mean. She has
I
Molly's
just thought it
same
was
sense
funny.
of humor.
I understand.
Very funny.
Because Aaron's not funny. I know what you mean.
Stop it. So,
Next caller.
I'm asking her
Yes,
for
ask her.
also for her opinion because I feel like she
About
might
dead
know
people?
about Dr. Drew's death
I
den.
see dead people.
Okay, let's see. Okay, I had another one. Are you ready for it?
Yep.
Sure.
And I don't know how relevant it is, but I have a reasoning. I think Andy Dick is up on my list.
Oh, that's a good
Really?
one.
Yeah.
Now that's playing.
Oh,
that's,
see, that's
playing correctly.
smart. I
Yeah.
like it. I like it.
Because-
I was trying to, Lindsay Lohan, please. Like, of
Right.
course, really.
Of course she's gonna
Of
die.
course she's going to die. And I don't mean later.
Exactly.
But I mean, there is
Later
a,
that same
thinking
day.
of someone where you kind of go, oh, shit. Like, that would be Elijah Wood. Like
Yeah.
as an
Right.
actor where you're like, what? Kind of like Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think. Where you're like, son
Oh,
of a
yeah.
bitch.
But I feel
But
like
not
Andy
Lindsay
Dick's
Lohan.
gonna
You'd go,
be
oh,
on.
yeah, like Whitney.
He's gonna be on Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, that'll kill
And
him.
he's
yeah.
gonna do really poorly, and he's gonna overdose.
So what'll happen is that he'll dance, he'll fail, he'll get kicked off, then he'll kill himself.
Or
and then,
he may overdose
And then the
beforehand.
reports will come up. Should the show even go on at all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
what'll
and
happen.
Dancing with the Stars hasn't really had any any
Dancing with the
made.
stars.
Yes, this is the Stars. Hasn't had any major.
These are all the people that should be on Love Boat if
Now
it was still
stop
on.
it. They had Chaz Bono.
But they haven't had any major there's been no crazy controversies.
Right, because it's ABC Family.
But I think that this
they're very picky. They
they're
haven't.
due.
Yeah.
Now, what's her
for
face
a
didn't have
controversy.
thyroid
But they
cancer.
didn't pick. They haven't
was
picked.
big.
They
Who
haven't.
did?
That person who says
Menendez
Maria Menounos.
or her.
She broke her ankle.
Who's the
Next
one who
caller.
had no. Thyroid cancer. Who's the one who's
Oh,
like, and I am
Brooke
standing
Burke.
up here.
Brooke
Thank
Burke.
you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Married to David
Yes,
Charvet.
thank
Wait,
you.
Cute
is she
little
a-
couple. Kelly
is
went to school with
I
Brooke
didn't-
Burke
Is
in
she a
Tucson.
star? Is she a star?
She's an
Brooke
Arizona
Burke is-
girl?
Yeah,
That's
she's
it.
from
Know that?
Tucson. Kelly
Didn't know
went to
that.
high school
Thyroid
with her.
cancer.
They were buddies in high school.
I mean, I know is she the star of thyroid cancer? Like, what is she the star of?
It's a new series on Lifetime.
she's-
Thyroid
she's
cancer.
on Dancing with the Stars.
Brooke Burke was a Baywatch girl, wasn't she, or something?
I got
I have
nothing.
zero idea.
She was on E because when I worked for E,
I
she
hear
worked
she's
there.
from Tucson. That's all I know.
My bad. I'm wrong on that. It's not the same one.
But I was because the first now that the show they leaked how much money they make, which is helping them because
How much?
it's $250,000.
God, somebody put me on there.
Right. So that
Oh wait.
That's
Yes,
nice.
I like it.
and then number 10 is we got it. Okay,
Wait,
and that's
but
why we
wait.
have
But wait. Wait, there's music. People, we have to have music.
Oh, put it down.
God
put it down.
damn it.
Well, it's not full yet. You have to keep giving me.
We're
names.
still on the rules.
Oh my God. When do we
Jesus,
do the
this could take
reveal?
until next
As soon as
week.
everybody's done talking, we'll get to that.
Oh
Wow.
We don't end till 10. Well, it's
I'm-
10:05. We're gonna show.
I'm loving the fact that Al wants everyone to shut up.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Because you
but
got
good
14
luck.
minutes and thoughtful vulgarity
That's
start,
right.
so you
Right.
got time to get.
Go on, girl.
All right.
Hit it.
I'm gonna hit
I'm
how
just
this
saying,
goes.
and everybody gets one.
I already got my too.
Should I have
No,
two?
no, you get one. There's 5 of us here.
I said Val.
Joe and
Tyler.
Tyler.
Joe and Tyler get one.
All right.
So there's a spot open. If you're just gonna stick with Valerie Harper, then you get
I
the spot open.
said Valerie Harper and Hugh Downs.
You can have all right. You can have
I
Hugh
said
Downs.
that
You
last
can have
week.
Hugh Downs,
I said that last week.
Valerie Harper's too easy, so you can have Hugh Downs.
But we have to keep Valerie Harper.
Now play
She's-
music.
But she's. But she's not dying this week.
And cute. You don't know that.
She
Right,
may,
so that's
she
a
might.
bad choice.
Right.
Then again, I
But
may
Hugh
as well.
Downs could be really
Right.
bad. Right.
That's why terminal
Oh
illness is a
shit!
bad
Because
choice.
because Dancing with the Stars doesn't start yet, so I don't think that Andy
Right. So you gotta
Dick
play-
is gonna.
that's
so I'm
why
gonna
the
go
game-
with the Queen.
Right.
I'm sticking with the Queen this week.
All right.
Should get out of the hospital.
All right. Play the music,
No.
and I'll explain the rules to you.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. I love this.
Let's do it.
The dead. The dead. They're dead.
Dr. Drew's death then.
Explain
Dr.
Val.
Drew's death den. You.
Dr.
Nope.
Drew.
Now I
and
gotta
the
shout over it.
Den.
The
Now
death
in
den.
sports.
The dead.
People in the chat room, hosts,
Death Den.
guest callers, texters, international celebrities. Everybody gets a shot. Pick a name. If we have more than 10 to fill, then we'll vote and put who's up there. Bad choices and low points go to terminal illnesses because it's a pity fuck, and she might just want to be interviewed. And she could pull a Judd and find a miracle cure for chronic hep C.
Pull a Judd.
Oh,
Naomi Judd.
you
Still
I
alive.
know. Pull a Judd though.
I know.
appreciate
You
that.
just wait till I'm off my Reba McEntire thing, and
Is
I'll.
it ma'am?
Who, by the way, still alive.
I know, but I'll tell you my conspiracy theory about the Judd.
I bet you will.
So you put your name on the board. If they die this week, points are awarded, and we'll go by at the end of the year. Whoever has the most points.
Who's keeping track of all this shit?
Me.
Okay.
I'm in charge of the dead.
So Aaron, hold up in Al's shot. Can you hold that up?
Not quite finished.
Oh wait. You know, wait. I gotta know. Hang on.
Oh
Wait.
no. Okay, okay. Who got
Marty
in?
now.
Oh, okay, we're good.
Wait,
No, that's
no, I'm
yours.
only
There.
picking.
There,
I'm
there's
only
a shot.
picking. I'm
Yeah.
only picking the Queen this week.
Oh, you picked Andy Dick?
Didn't you?
No,
No.
I did, but I'm
So
but
Andy Dick's not
I
official.
redacted Andy Dick.
Yeah.
In favor of the Queen.
The Office.
Legal.
They redact things the entire episode.
No, but
Oh.
I hope to
I
tonight.
like there was something on Stephen Colbert this week where he goes, at Guantanamo they had, let's say, a birthday party, or they killed him. It was redacted.
Aaron, you know what I like about this shot the most?
I'm in it.
Yeah.
No, well, aside from that, but
Tyler has Nancy Reagan, by the way.
oh, wow, good, Tyler.
Plucky old person.
Oh my God! And
plucky
Joe,
old person.
and Joe has Barbara Bush.
Titless
Okay.
Wonder. Nancy
Wow.
Reagan, always known as the Titless
No,
Wonder.
good.
What I-
some good first lady picks.
No, Aaron, here's what I like about this shot. If you go to this shot, you can see really, you can see you. You don't when you go to this shot
Sure.
and raise your arms, it appears that you're as wide as that black mark. We know that's not true.
Well, it is.
We know that's
Oh,
not
stop
true. I just think it's funny because it's a
I
better-
found the angle that the camera catches me in that I'm like, I will never sit like that again.
Can you show us the angle?
No, I caught it once and I almost threw up in my mouth.
apparently
That scream you heard was me from the other studio. Trying to off myself in the bathroom.
Gotcha.
Okay. I like it.
Well, apparently then I'd like to pick Al T. Perkins.
Isn't your mom playing?
Huh?
Isn't your mom playing?
I don't know.
Come on, Di.
Who's
Who do you pick? Me?
Oh, we haven't gotten there yet.
Well,
Yeah, you get a pick.
so.
You should have seen her the other night doing this in bed.
Oh my God! I found a great app. I'm just
That's a
gonna
great,
point that out.
that's like lesbian bed death, right? When you're picking dead people while your guys are in bed together.
No, it was pre and post sex. We're good.
Oh, okay. Good.
Next caller. I'll take uncomfortable things for 1,000, Alex.
That's That's what you're doing in your head, right? Is that where we blow
That
out the
same
speaker?
scream.
I think this is where I'm crawling under the table, as you said about a year ago that I used to do. I actually had picked Bob Barker.
Ooh, what's a good choice?
Carl.
Strong choice.
I had gone with Bob Barker.
I remember that from last
I'm
week.
between Bob Barker and Kirk Douglas.
Another
Yeah,
strong
those
choice.
would be my two. So if I'm flipping a coin, Bob Barker.
Bob Barker. Bob Barker for the win.
Bob Barker.
Wait,
for the
who
win.
did you say?
Kirk
Bob Barker or
Douglas.
oh yeah, because
No.
he's real old.
He is. He is.
Wow.
But Bob Barker's not young.
Now,
Well, Michael Douglas also got sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But and he's like not dying. So those Douglases have some good genes.
Did
do.
you
They
see?
do.
Speaking of Douglases,
and they own like half the Bahamas. For
have you,
reals.
have you
wanna
be-
seen
wanna
be friends.
any of the pictures that have been not leaked out because they purposely been done of him as
yeah.
Michael Douglas as Liberace?
And they're doing a full.
Wow.
They're doing a full court press on this now, and I heard that it doesn't debut on HBO till May 31st. Steven Soderbergh directing, Oscar-winning director. Two Oscar-winning stars. You've got Matt Damon and
Yep.
Michael Douglas.
Right.
You've got Debbie Reynolds playing Liberace's
Oh,
mother.
I didn't know that.
And I can't remember who the other big
that's
star is.
awesome.
Could not get film distribution for it, so they had to go to HBO with it
Oh my God! Wow.
That's
because
right,
of
I
the
do remember that.
because of the
Uh-huh.
gay context.
Yep.
That they couldn't
Really?
they couldn't
Yep.
get anyone to distribute the
Oh
film.
come on! Even I mean,
Absolutely.
Brokeback Mountain, for God's sakes, they were
Right.
actually
So-
having gay sex on.
So what'll happen?
Screen.
I know how to quit you. Oh, my shirt.
Yeah. So what'll happen is
I'll never forget
so,
the
So
rabbits.
what'll happen is this will be another. I'm just going to reach out there, and maybe I should have on the Death Watch the Liberace movie. But they, but is this everybody stays away from it? No. Kind of the Argo thing where they just kind of ignored it, and then all of a sudden it's amazing. Everybody loves it. Everybody blows it up. It's all fantastic, and then they come back later. Oh yeah, it was really good.
So you mean Iran's going to sue them?
No, well maybe.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
maybe.
I just wanted to check.
No,
Okay.
but it'll turn out and it'll be HBO will get another jewel in their
Oh,
crown
okay,
as they
gotcha.
always do.
Gotcha.
They'll get another 1,400 Emmys because it's Emmy bait if it wasn't Oscar bait to start off with. But the fact that they couldn't, and then all of them said, "Fuck you, we'll just go to like everybody else does. Let's just go to HBO."
I'm gonna guess also based on the content, it also maybe masturbate.
Ah,
Oh,
Next caller.
Next caller, please. My friend Steph says Chevy Chase.
oh, okay, there we go.
Why?
Why? Yeah.
She says because karma.
Yeah, I agree.
That's just her reasoning. Because
Karma?
karma.
Oh, what the hell did he do?
Right.
Oh my
Just
God,
being like a dick.
Fabulous movie, Fletch.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, but also just kind of being
everything
a
that
dick.
he's doing with Community lately and being such a dick on Community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't
well,
seen
and
that.
that's like her
I
favorite
don't
one
know
of
anything
her
about
like shows.
But isn't that
Yeah.
just a character?
No. He's walked off the set. Like he's pissed off everybody.
He's being
and-
a prick.
He's out. Yeah.
Oh,
He's
I
like
haven't
making.
heard
He's
anything.
like threatening voicemails and like crazy Alec Baldwin type
Wow.
shit. But
He's pulling Mel Gibson?
yeah, yes, and an Alec Baldwin. Really?
Yeah.
Both. Interesting.
I knew nothing about this.
All right. So we're gonna what's her name? Stacy.
Stephanie.
Stephanie. Same thing. at your leisure,
Stalcy.
Stephanie gets a vote of
good.
See?
Chevy Chase. Oh no, you haven't picked yet.
Only because
Aaron.
Kelly puts it on.
You haven't picked yet.
You haven't
Oh
picked
shit! But
yet
I'm good with that because I don't know how I feel about this game. So
because it's in such
She's
poor
willing to be
taste.
the recorder,
Who'd you say-
and that's good.
The whole
Chevy
goddamn
Chase.
show is in poor taste. What the? You're just gonna pick one segment? What are you new?
and who? There was one other.
Oh, I haven't picked mine yet.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
perfect.
Come on, Al.
No.
Joy Behar? Who you gonna throw out there?
No.
Oh.
I'm gonna stick with O.J. Simpson.
Oh, that's a good one.
Back it. Get your.
What do you mean
why?
stick with? I never heard you say that. I enjoy it. Okay.
Why?
In the prison yard
Reasoning.
with a shiv.
Yeah, but he's been in the
shoved?
prison yard
We're
for
not
a while.
playing Clue.
Oh, but that
By
was
the
the other.
warden.
That was the other part of the game in California.
Can we zoom in here on the
I
board?
can't. We can't. We have no ability to zoom in.
Zoom
However,
in on me. Do a tight.
we can't. But how we're gonna play this again?
Since when can you do me?
It's a.
Here.
Okay.
wait.
Wait. Hold on. No.
God damn it, these cameras. Al, go.
Yeah, there we go.
There it is.
Nobody can read it. Now it says number 1, Valerie Harper. Number 2, Ted Nugent. Number 3, Hugh Downs. Number 4, the Queen of England. Number 5, Bob Barker. Number 6, Nancy Reagan. 7 is Barbara Bush. 8, Chevy Chase. Number 9, Al picks O.J. Simpson. And always our constant number 10, Trainer Swift.
Next caller. That's right. That's Diane's pick. So she doesn't have to play because
No.
she gets an honorary.
That's right. That's
Now
right.
every week, just make your changes as appropriate.
Now it's not in any particular order.
No.
No.
Right?
No, we're just
So it's just who's next.
somebody on that list may die this week.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hope
happens.
that people die.
I just want to win.
Except Ted Nugent.
I just want to win.
I want Ted Nugent
somebody
to
does.
And may I just
expire.
Oh, I want
on his popularity.
Well,
that's all.
no. He
in
said
Wyoming.
dead or in prison by April 1st if Obama's reelected.
And I bet that if he goes to prison, he's probably going to also die.
Yeah.
I mean, I would think.
Or be the leader of
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, he's going to have the Aryan Brotherhood on his side, but the black guys are pretty big. Yeah, and tough.
Not sure what you meant by that.
Yeah.
over, bitch.
Next caller.
But we can call OJ and find out.
Yeah, exactly. He's going to have the Aryan
How
Brotherhood,
many-
but he's
how
also
many
going to have
times he's had to
OJ.
squeal like a pig since he's been incarcerated?
And he's also going to have
No, it'll be like on
M13.
MTV. You'll have the claymation, O.J.
Yeah.
Simpson and Ted Nugent.
Oh, the
Get-
celebrity
get-
death match.
Celebrity death
Get-
match.
He's gonna have. I watch
Shower
I
gang
watch
raped.
Gang Wars. I know all about prison life. There are Mexican gangs that hate him.
Oh my God! How are you two not best friends? How, in the love of God?
Bad.
I know all about prison life.
It's
Yeah,
bad.
because I saw it on MTV.
I'm hardcore.
Well, and you can also watch that Scared Straight show, and that'll show you like
I don't
how
know Scared Straight.
I get anxiety
Beyond
watching
Scared
that.
Straight?
I don't know it.
Oh my God, A&E.
Okay, I'm turning. I watch Hoarders Buried Alive. My back room is turning into that. Yep.
Wait, okay.
Are you not
Anyone wanna come over?
hoarding episodes of Hoarders? Is that what you're doing?
No, I have a mattress in my hallway because we are trying out a
What?
new bed.
Leave it alone. Leave
we're,
it alone.
We're trying
No.
out a new bed. So while we're trying the new bed to see, it's from Costco, so we can return it if we don't like it. We have our old mattress. There's nowhere to put it, and the only place that we can put it that we feel safe, that if it falls over, it's only going to hit another wall and not like crush our child, is the hallway, the back hallway. So anyway, it's there. Anyway, I leaned it accidentally up against a light without a cover, and then I turned the light on, and then all of a sudden I was rocking Palmer, and I'm like, what's burning? And now there's a big mattress with a gigantic burn hole in it. I mean, it looks... Yes, it is Hoarders. So now every time I'm walking into the bathroom, I have to, if I want to go to the bathroom, I have to tilt the mattress, the burn mattress one way. And if I want to go to the
burn
back
mattress.
room, I have to tilt the burn mattress
burn
the
mattress.
other way. It is
By the way,
No,
your
let's-
fucking
hideously
stories are some of my
embarrassing.
favorites.
Right.
It's
I would like to remind you that you have a detached garage that can store that mattress.
The detached garage.
But
is
don't throw it
a
away
point of
because he's
contention.
gonna want it.
Oh no, I'm good. I don't
I
need.
have cleaned out that
By the way,
detached
the
garage.
detached
I don't
garage
need a-
is full of shit.
Let's
Oh my
just
God.
let's
No, I
wait. Hold on. Let just. Oh, mother of God, get something.
Yeah.
Stand by. We have an emergency.
Stand by.
We have an in-studio emergency.
That's not an emergency. It's just too many fucking cords.
Well, stand by. We're wiping off an iPad.
Yeah, just go ahead. Continue. Carry on. Everything is fine.
Carry on, my wayward son. Yes. No. What I would like to say is that now she's out of. There's a lot going on.
There's napkins.
I do not need a secondhand mattress that two lesbians have had fornication on. I would like to get that
Conjugal relations.
whatever you've had.
Well, she knows about prison.
Yeah. While Al's sopping up what may or may not be good wine.
Well, it's the Pope.
You made a
the
good
Pope
mess.
Spilled.
Yeah, you
I
did.
think I miss me though.
What time is it in Rome?
I'm pretending
hours.
we're on
8
the same
hours.
clock. 'cause
Middle
I
of
just
the
feel
night.
Like,
No, what I'm
It's
wondering
8
is
hours later.
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 5 a.m. 5:29 a.m.
So could they?
Well, they're up praying right now.
I didn't
but-
know. Yeah.
And then they're going to put on those funny hats and sit down and have a conversation.
Oh, there was another thing on the. And I didn't tell you about that. It was a fashion critique.
no, they picked the Pope.
Oh.
Which one?
That's next
No,
week.
the one that retired. The one that said he was
Pope
in
Benedict.
ill
Pope.
health.
Benedict.
Yeah, he's
Just
just a big.
I don't know why the rest of you. I'm
He just
sorry,
wanted to spend his last days loving on
but
men.
why is nobody else pissed off that
In the
he's in
seminary.
poor health? You're not in poor fuck.
By the way-
I just pisses me off every time I think
He's
about
too
him.
weak to carry the
He's
church
just-
backwards. He
Yeah.
said that.
Right. But it's such a crock of shit. Clearly, you've molested children.
Yeah.
He
All
just
right.
wants to be gay in peace.
Yeah.
Don't we all?
and
I mean, that was what's been my motto since 1993. So speaking
Gay in
of,
a piece.
Yeah.
All right. So what?
God picked him
You
and
got
then
a
he
dirty
quit.
mattress. You don't want it. That's right.
that's
what
pretty.
he
That's
does,
all we get out of that. But so why can't you put it in your fucking garage?
Okay, the garage I've cleaned out twice in the last couple of years, like done a clean out. No.
Couple of years?
Come over and clean
Here's
out
what
my
I
pool
mean.
house.
Here's what I mean. I mean, like pulling it's an old garage. It's not insulated.
It's a
There's
single
nothing.
car.
It's a single car. It's old. It's all like wood and cobwebs and shit. And we
I've
have like
been in it.
storage. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I pulled out everything out of it, and like I shop vac every last cobweb, every last everything. And you want to know who doesn't do that or care is a lady by the name of Kelly
Palmer.
Flading. Because when
How
she
long did
puts
it-
stuff away, she
Palmer
goes like
doesn't do
this.
a goddamn
I
thing.
swear to God, like I have everything and I organize it. I label shit. I'm like, here's where the car things go. Here's where the paint brushes go. And when Kelly goes in there to get stuff, she goes like this and finds it. And then when she goes to put it back, I swear to God, she closes her eyes and just like chucks it. And when you walk in, yes, yes. When I walk in there, I'm just like,
Why is there a fucking paintbrush over by the tires?
yes.
Kelly,
why is the paintbrush by the tires?
Kelly will understand if you're not here for open house in 2 weeks. just
Because
all
your
right.
Aaron will be
period.
hanging out.
Yeah, fucking up garages.
There we go.
Thanks.
Okay, it's 9:31. It's hour 3. We've just got 30 mere minutes to tear your heartstrings out and make it appear to be another episode of Drag Race like it was last night where everybody cried.
And now, thoughtful vulgarity, where we, in the studio, try to make ourselves slightly less shallow, which is not hard to do. We will ask one question of the panel and have them try to answer it while fucked up drunk. Because you know at home how well it goes when an important question comes up 90 minutes after alcohol has been served. Politics, religion, why not? You're fucked up. What could possibly go wrong? Who could you offend? You've been warned. Good luck.
Okay.
We have a series of questions
Oh my God.
today. All very, very serious.
We're not going to bring it down, are we?
But yes, potentially.
That's what makes it thoughtful.
I won't leave this room till I Barbara Walter each and every one of you.
I have to tell you a little story about this theme music
You're
in a
gonna
minute.
fire us?
No, he's going to fire us.
It's gonna make you cry. If you were a tree, what kind of tree would you be?
Shut up.
It's the famous Barbara Walter question that she always wishes she could take back.
Totally.
She asked Katharine Hepburn.
She actually asked that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's regretted it ever
Ever
since.
since.
It's turned into her "you like me, you really like me"
That is
moment.
embarrassing.
All right.
What did Hepburn say? Fuck you, Barbara.
Shut up,
I think
Barbara
she probably
Walters.
said, "Okay, one of us is crazy."
I'm an oak.
I'm an oak. You know what? I think she
Lion
did.
in the winter.
I think she did answer a
You
question.
clumsy poop.
A lion. You're my knight in shining armor, and I love you, Norman.
Forever.
Okay, Marty, we'll ask you the question first.
Marcy.
Oh,
Marcia.
Yeah, Marcia.
No, what was it? B. Reiner? That was the one.
not
I
B.
wrote that down. I wrote that down a couple weeks ago because I almost shit my pants.
Be
Now,
Arthur and be Ryer. It's
okay, first question, Marty. If I had 3 testicles and I had one removed, would I still be a freak?
I'm an oak.
A weeping willow.
Norman.
All of a sudden, I made her British.
Oh, man.
All of a sudden, Katharine Hepburn's British.
She's playing the queen.
Dead.
Almost dead.
Next caller. I almost shot Doritos out my nose. Okay.
Yes. This is not 2004.
Is that your
Cook-Off.
serious? Is that really your
Yes.
question? That's not your question. That is not your fucking question.
Buddy Early, it will
All right,
not
Katie
take
June.
me 2 weeks to answer that.
Katie June, is a good red wine worth brown teeth?
Yeah.
Brown.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Purple.
Yeah. Purple, brown, red.
Because it's happened to me. This one caught me in a bar
God.
drinking my troubles away, and he's like, "Your teeth are brown. Go fix that."
Well,
So the next day I got
Well,
him.
because you're
2
going to
weeks
get
ago.
rid of the brownness.
But the next day,
one would hope.
One would hope.
I took him a bottle of teeth whitener because I was like, this can't happen.
Also,
He was
a
like,
benefit of
when
having
did
brown
you?
teeth. You have
Are you
friends
playing
bring
George
them.
Washington on a TV movie? Why are your teeth made of wood?
May I just? You have Brenda and Robin,
Bria.
as they were.
We've heard of him.
Yes. We were playing Pictionary one night, moons ago, and this was before I paid any attention to red wine and the allure it has with people's teeth.
Mm-hmm.
And Brenda and I are sitting there, and I leaned over because I'm that kind of friend. And she had a pen that she had been drawing with, and I said, the pen broke in your mouth. I thought that the pen had just broken in her mouth because she had like it was all over her lip, like her lips were a funny fucking color, like dead, and then she had all over her teeth, and she was laughing real big, and I'm like, the pen broke. Oh, I should be a friend, and I leaned over and I'm like, yeah, the pen broke in your mouth, and she's like, what? And Robin is next to her laughing her ass off because she's seen it for years. I had never paid attention that it was just the red wine. That she had enough red wine that
Gets everywhere.
Honest to God, it was
it
all
stains.
over. Yeah.
And that's what I'm worried because this is a good one. So this is probably just.
Yeah.
I think you're okay.
Drink it through a straw.
Okay.
I would, but that would be ugly. Fast.
Taste.
Yeah, it's delicious.
We have Bindi straws next door.
Okay, Clayton.
Oh, these are independent
enjoy
questions
that,
from everybody?
They are.
Yeah.
I'm all
All
about
right.
the fact that I got the testicles. That was nice. Yeah.
If you had 3,
Okay, Clayton. Liquor. Can it make the pain go away?
Oh, I didn't know where he was going with that, actually.
you liquor, you brought her.
Okay.
Can liquor make the pain go away? This is a 2-parter.
How much pain?
Yeah. How much pain and how much liquor?
On a 1 to 10, exactly.
May I see the scales again?
How are we measuring?
The lovely Carol Merrill will show you first the pain and then the liquor.
That's fantastic.
Tyler, Carol Merrill's really fucking funny.
I'm gonna say yes. And it sounds like a cop-out, but it's a yes and no. Yes, obviously, it can help you get over a hurdle, and it can distract you.
And it can trip you.
I was just gonna say I
Over
would
that
try
hurdle,
not
I
to do
fall.
hurdles after a certain amount of drinking.
Because
Now we're
I'll
back to
trip,
pain.
And now I'm in pain.
Full circle.
I just landed on my brown teeth.
Right.
Circle of life,
ma'am.
darling.
No, but clearly it can help you get over a hurdle, but long term you still have to deal with whatever you have to deal with. So I mean, it's a short term fix, but then when the next day dawns, you're still saddled with the same.
Now you got a,
Well, and
now you
you're
got a
in pain.
hangover, yeah.
Right.
Now you're
I
laying
am.
face down in a puddle of your own sick, and you got a headache.
And that's why I come over to your house and say, "Can I help you clean
You
up
have to
something?"
buy a new pillow. It's
And you
hard.
get a pillow.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
600 thread count.
It's called down alternative.
Is that a play on words?
Yeah, that's what I know. I was like, does that mean bottom?
Can.
Yeah. That's great.
Okay, wait. I got one for you, Ernie.
That's fantastic.
My mother made me gay. If we gave her fabric, can she make you gay too?
I don't even understand that question.
I don't either.
Was that a question?
It wasn't, but I tried to make
I
it
know,
one.
it didn't work at all because I'm like, I don't get it.
If we gave her enough fabric, do you think she could make you gay too?
Apparently.
Too late.
No pun intended.
Yeah. Turns out just the swatch did it.
A fabric or watch?
No, Dion Brown today, he put, what are the hard-hitting, tough, incisive topics you'll be discussing?
Oh, that's
and then
right.
we've all been adding to them, so I had to ask them because I found them all delightful.
Is there a list of topics we should have been
funny.
discussing?
No, but I just went over most of them. But I love that. Mine was, is good red wine worth brown teeth? And I didn't think, because she doesn't like red wine, so I wasn't sure where you were. That's why I had to go to her.
Nope.
I love it.
Yep, she does.
What are the
As
chances?
well as do I love this?
What are the
wine.
chances that a
Thank
new
you.
pope will be a Nazi?
None.
You has been or will be? Are we talking present, future, past?
No,
What are we
I
looking
think
at
that's a
here?
good. Yeah, I mean, like the new pope may have been a Nazi.
The old pope was. I mean, maybe he's got a buddy.
Exactly.
Sure.
Well, and it could
So
be a fuck
it's a-
buddy. We
It's
don't
important
know.
to not go as a young boy. Don't go into the church without a buddy.
Were they
Yeah,
in the
well,
That's how they get ya.
That's right. That's
70
the buddy system in the seminary.
65%. That's my percentage. Should we play a game about that?
Should we? We'll get another board.
Shall we
We'll get
play
another
a
board.
game?
Now, this question's kind of serious.
Oh,
I'm calling it T minus Easter.
okay.
How long before the election
3
of the
days.
new pope and him saying something horrible about homosexuality?
Oh,
Oh,
day
it's
one.
3 seconds.
Day one.
Gonna
First-
stand up in that
first-
fucking little
I'm going to make a new
mass
list.
Sermon.
The first mass.
Thank you.
I'm going to call it Fuck
He's
the
gonna
Pope.
stand up there, or the Pope fucking. Again, play on words. We're good. Yeah.
How do you make a new list? I did it last week. Oh,
You
create
gotta
new list.
create-
Jesus.
You have to be. It's very insightful. You have to really be in one with the iPad.
Would it be under this column called
New
Create new
list.
list.
Here we go. Fuck the Pope. All right, you said 3 minutes.
No,
I said
she
3
says 3 minutes.
Yeah,
I
like-
say one day. I mean, I think
Yeah,
first
within that first mass.
his inaugural.
Yeah.
I don't know what they call
Now,
them.
are
in-
you saying like walk out on the balcony and say ignore
Fuck
the
a gay?
smoke?
No, he's
I'm
gonna
here?
walk out there and pretend he's the queen who's not dead yet
Right.
at that point.
Or are you saying like the day that they
the day he does his first
they
mass?
shove the specter
Yeah.
up his ass? All right.
Is that called?
Well,
do
we don't know
Catholics
if
call it a
that's in the-
sermon?
They call
Is
it
it the-
the sermon, but
The sermon
mass.
in the mass.
But it's not. I can't remember what his are
Because I
called.
don't feel like it's called a sermon.
like missives or something.
Yeah, but during his first missive,
His
I mean, I'm wrong on that.
I'm
his
sticking with
vomit
it.
fueled
Yeah, hate raid.
hate rant.
B. Ryer says.
That was Reiner.
No,
Either
no,
way.
it's Ryer.
Which
Yeah.
one is your lesson?
We talk late night.
Ryer. You haven't called her Ernie at all since she's been here.
I know.
Did he?
You just
Did
read
he?
Ernie.
Didn't hear it.
I didn't either.
I had to do it.
I was producing
didn't
a
either.
show.
Well, she was concerned it might be urine.
All right, what
So
was your
that's
guess?
what
What was your guess?
I didn't.
But
guess.
go ahead and
Right
guess.
away. Right away. He just wanted to type Ernie.
I'm gonna put Ernie first sign of daylight.
He's in the room right now going, faggots!
When the smoke clears.
Oh my God!
Come here, little man.
Good.
Clayton has when the smoke
Yes,
clears.
good answer.
I like it. When the smoke gets in his eyes.
Actually, that wasn't my guess, but it was just funny.
Yeah, it is good.
Yeah.
I think you should stick with
I think
it.
we should get a new song, and I bet we wouldn't have to pay for it. Smoke gets in your eyes.
And I'm gonna
or
take-
get out of my... Get out of my pope...
Missive.
My...
Go to my
Get out of my
Pope-mobile.
missive.
Get out of my conclave.
Into my
Pope-mobile. Pope-mobile.
Yeah, Pope-mobile. That's right.
Get out of my missive.
Get into my Pope.
Get into my Pope-mobile.
I don't think we can get sued for that. I
Nope.
think,
I don't
As
think
bad
so.
as it is,
yeah. And I'm
call.
gonna
I
gonna
like
say
it.
just
I
after the
just wanna
butler
sing.
pulls out.
Yeah. That's great.
Just after the butler pulls out.
I don't think we can get sued for that. Clive Davis wouldn't even give it. He'd say no.
Well,
It's-
Clive
Just
Davis
after
would be
Clive
excited
Davis
about
pulls
it.
out. Yeah.
Clive would be excited about that.
That would have been.
caller.
I
Next
fucked the
caller.
Pope. Whitney
All right,
would-
so
Whitney
that's
would
how they
be
go.
proud.
Katie, 1 day. B. Ryer, 3 minutes. Ernie, first sign of daylight. Clayton, when the smoke clears. Al, just after the butler pulls out. Hell, here we come.
I'm driving the bus. Thank you.
Exa-
Next caller.
Yeah, exactly. I'm jockeying for position at this
That's
point.
right. I'm good. Somebody just tapped the keg, and that I don't mean the
Oddly,
Pope.
in the conclave, other people are jockeying per position too. Different robes, same scenario.
Nice hat.
Yeah. They burn the
She
votes for
stated
different
plainly.
reasons. They burn the votes so nobody knows who's hitting on anybody else's boyfriend, really, is what they're doing.
Yeah, that's a good call.
I
like that.
During the whole wine fiasco, it changed my name to F. Missy Al.
Yes.
I like it.
Appropriate.
I like it.
The F is silent.
It's European.
Oh, then I'll never get it.
European. I love it.
There, thank you. This is the first time in weeks that I haven't spent my entire part of the show over here not listening to you guys and writing names of people that I like. Last week I went home and oddly last week I went home and I had Marilyn McCoo, Maureen McGovern,
Of course you did.
Diana Ross, and there was somebody else, and I always
Because
had,
you all thought they were all gonna die.
no, I like how the names right when I write
Oh.
them. And Jason Medina, I always write his name.
It's never too early to get help.
Seriously.
Jason, I wrote
fucking
Ruben
weird.
Contreras dash McKee. Not a hashtag. Hyphenated. Thank you. Thank you.
I'll take his name.
I even wrote Ernie. Once I wrote Ernie and Marcy.
But not Ernie hashtag McKee. I mean dash.
Dash.
Yeah.
Ernie
No.
Dash McKee.
Dash
Ernie.
McKee.
Yeah.
Just Ernie.
Oh, and it just came and it just went.
Well, so did the Pope.
Are we still in thought?
That's what she said.
What's
I know.
up with-
No, I know. I had a question just came to me and it went right out of my head.
Get out of my
Yeah.
head.
Oh,
Get
yeah.
into my
question.
I have no idea.
It was actually a good one. I can't remember.
Oh.
Hold on, I'm gonna
But you look like a gymnast, like doing that. Woo! That'll look great on video when we watch it back.
I'm not going to regret a moment of those
Isn't this much-
flabby upper
But
arms.
I agree with what
Hey,
you
you
said.
worked out today, so
Yeah,
pat yourself
damn
on the
near
back.
killed himself.
That's right.
No, I
Can't
agree.
tell by the camera, though.
I agree with what Al said. He was at the house yesterday when I was filling up his bike tires, and he said, "You know what?
Oh, is that what you're
since
calling it?
since we've really next fucking caller."
All right, I have my question.
Hope it wasn't connected to that.
It is.
Oh, sad.
Yeah, well,
Wait, is this going to be the would you rather question?
Oh my god, I'm looking that up now.
But
That's
he said yesterday, he goes, now that we're a TV show, it's much more tolerable to watch, to get through it. Because I forget, I've wasted hours watching us again. I'm like, well, when did he do that? When did we do that?
Yeah. Who said that? All right, let's play that game.
Which one?
And Tyler's going to love that. I think it's called...
Kill.
Oh, it is called Fuck, Marry, Kill. I thought I just added my own
Tyler.
violent tendon.
Fuck, Mary, Kill.
Okay.
I think it's Screw, Mary, Kill, but...
Oh, you're
Not on this show.
Fuck
Yeah.
is appropriate.
Careful,
Yeah.
Ernie.
Got it.
You're on spring break. You're allowed to say fuck.
Oh,
All right,
fuck,
so
Mary.
grab a piece of the microphone. Ernie, go first. Fuck,
Oh.
Marry, Kill.
Fuck, Mary, kill.
So a colleague and I like to play this often.
During union meetings?
Yeah. Okay, so all right.
It's not thoughtful, but it is vulgar.
Jan Brewer.
The fuck?
I'm giving you all of these names.
There
You
are
have to
three.
pick.
We have to pick.
Oh,
that's how you
I never.
Okay, so you guys,
I
so
give you
this-
3 names, and you guys have to tell me who you would fuck, who you would marry, and who you would kill.
Why aren't you giving her a name?
That's how it really should happen. But I win.
I've never played.
I win. So here you go. You have Jan Brewer.
Oh, so you're going to tell me names and I have to pick? Is that what
Yes,
we're doing? Okay.
yes.
Okay.
we all have to
Um,
say out of these 3, right?
Yes, who you would? Yes, Jan Brewer, Marcus Bachmann,
Oh.
and Mitt Romney. Go.
What position am I in?
Oh, you pick.
Wherever you
pick.
want to be, baby.
Who do you want to fuck? Who do you want to marry? Who do you want to kill? That's bullshit.
The killing is the easy one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna say no because
oh, yeah, it is for me.
Oh, well, that's
Yay! Jan Brewer
I want
spoken.
to grudge fuck Mitt Romney. Because he's Mormon, so you know he's had a dick up his ass before.
grudge fuck him. God damn it.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
It's a Mormon mission with another boy. You're not allowed to see anything else.
Funny,
You've had it up
right?
the ass.
Right? Okay.
Just gonna play the odds. I want to marry Bachman, just to hurt his feelings.
To dance.
Yeah,
To say your little place didn't work. Your little clinic.
exactly. And then
Close
kill
up
Jan
shop.
Brewer. That's too
All right.
easy.
Huh. Okay.
Because this ain't
That's-
going nowhere near her.
Nope.
Tits down, dead. Me and her.
I mean,
It's down.
I don't think I
Alright.
vary off of that list too much.
No, now we gotta get new names.
Yeah,
right?
we need new names because that one.
I'm like, no. Oh. I just hit myself in the ear with
Oh, I think we should do it like tag. Like
All
now,
right,
now I
so-
gotta do
Okay.
something.
Oh, now you have to
Okay.
do 3 names.
All right.
Yep.
So you guys pick. Oh, should I do? Yeah, I'll do Clayton. All right.
I don't like the sound of that
By the
at
way, there's a
all.
whole lot of innuendo in the show for you too, and I don't know.
Oh,
what to
that
do
was
with
what the question was going to be. What's your favorite euphemism for sex? And I always like shaking hands with Mr. Lincoln.
I like shaking the protein shake.
Shaking the protein
No,
shake.
wrong way.
Does it work
Wrong
for
way.
women?
No. You know, but you don't know what I'm doing under that table.
That is scary.
Every euphemism makes me sick a little.
That's all.
All right.
I don't know what euphemism. I don't know. Horizontal hokey pokey.
The beast with
Two backs. I've said that before.
Grudge fuck.
The grudge fuck.
Yo, but
That's not so much
eu-
a euphemism.
But that's not a euphemism.
That's an adjective.
A euphemism is like, well, we were making hay, baling hay, whatever. I'm not sure.
We were grudge fuck.
I was mowing the lawn, if you know what I mean. I was parking the car in the garage.
You can park your car in
In
my
my garage.
garage. So I need to circle the block a couple times first.
It's back to the perfume counter for me. Where the fuck is that?
Because the garage is stinky, so we got to go back to the perfume
Well, and
counter.
apparently full.
Oh my god, we have
Looks like it's back to the perfume counter for me.
to. There, of course it is.
I love it.
Oh, I have no fucking.
Oh, you're better at this. You give him names.
All right.
Oh wait, you're just gonna give me names?
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
have to say who you want to marry, who you want to fuck.
I am sure they're
No.
not gonna be the names
Yeah.
on my list.
Yeah.
It's way more fun when you do it with people like that I work with.
This
'cause
isn't
then
gonna
that's only fun for me, and my colleagues. All right.
Because you know people I know.
Yeah, but you're not gonna pick people you like.
No, or I picked the good ones, like
Oh, I got it.
Like what?
Barbara Seville, Celia Putty, and
Ophelia.
Who's the kleptomaniac? Claudia Bruchel. Claudia DeVille. What's her name?
B. Just B.
Oh my god.
B.
Okay.
I like it.
All right, Clayton. Fuck Mary.
I know how to play the game now. You get to do it to her.
We'd like to thank you for being here for Al's last show.
You can send your letters.
To Buddy Early, care
I hadn't been robbed enough. I thought
All right,
I'd
go
piss
ahead.
off the kleptomaniac.
Who are you gonna
like
marry?
you.
Who are you gonna fuck? Who are you gonna kill?
Out of what? Those weren't real
Barbara
names.
Seville. Yeah, they were.
Yeah, that's your
Barbara
name.
Seville, Celia Putty,
Oh, yeah.
or Claudia B.
Can I just join the Catholic Church and just say none?
Oh, they're all boys,
Oh, no,
so you're
but
good to
you'd
fuck
be
any of
fucking
them.
all of them. Yeah, you'd be fucking all of them if that's the case. Go ahead.
I don't.
Well, the kill's easy.
It
think-
is.
Well,
Marry and
actually,
fuck.
the kill's easy.
Yeah.
It is.
The kill, sure.
We know who that
Okay.
is.
Oh, my description didn't give it away.
Well, no, but I'm pandering.
Yeah, the kill's easy. We'll just let that one go.
Yeah, we're
I'm not
on-
going to mention
we're
the
on
name,
camera.
but let's say so. We're left with marry and fuck.
It could be a loveless marriage.
Actually, I guess I'll go with Mary, Barbara, fuck Celia.
Okay.
All right.
So you guys, by process of elimination, figured out who I'd kill.
Deductively,
Yeah.
deductively, run away with that. All right.
I was told there'd be no math.
But still, I'm not happy with that selection.
Oh, yeah, because fucking Mitt Romney was the highlight of my week.
Oh, you already
fucking.
you already
It
answered?
was a grudge fuck, so it had to have been a
Yeah,
little bit.
I grudge
All
fucked
right.
Mitt Romney, and
go
I
ahead
married
with-
Marcus Bachman.
Go ahead with Katie June.
Got it.
I'm ready. I'm excited for my
Go ahead
names.
with Katie June.
Oh, I have to
Give
pick
her three.
names?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, I got nothing for
Oh,
that.
come on. Pick three.
Okay, all right. So
You can always make them like good names. Like you can give her Bill Clinton,
Yes,
Barack
that way
Obama.
she yeah.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
girls.
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna
Either,
gonna-
really.
No, I get it. Because I get it.
I'm gonna go.
Because I would marry.
Bill, Hillary, or
Actually,
Barack.
I
Come
would
on.
marry Barack. I would fuck Bill Clinton.
So would everybody
God.
else.
Kill Hillary.
No, I wouldn't. No, I didn't know she was definitely the third.
Yeah, Hillary's
yeah.
third.
Oh, she can go.
There's that.
Well, I
She's
think
not looking too good these days anyway.
I'm not gonna
Well,
fuck her.
and according
Yeah.
to Ted Nugent. Clayton, you're cracking me up.
Okay, I
I
got
have to
three
think
for you.
of, okay,
All right.
I'm ready.
In no uncertain order, I got Janet Reno.
Oh.
Ooh.
Next caller.
That's ugly.
Janet Reno, Janet Napolitano,
Okay.
and LZ Grandmarin.
Oh,
Okay.
Granderson.
Granderson, whatever it is. Grand Marnier, whatever it is.
If you don't fuck him, I will break him. Just before you off him, give me a piece.
So here's what I'm gonna do.
So you gave her three guys.
Yeah, basically.
Well,
Well, there you have it.
Essentially. Okay,
Essentially.
so
I want
that's
Marnie.
actually, I think that's pretty easy.
I want Marty.
I met LZ Granderson. He's hot as shit. I'm fucking LZ Granderson.
I'm on board with that.
I might double dip on that one.
I have in the past met Janet Napolitano, and I think she's really fantastic.
One question:
Yes,
boxers or briefs with her?
I'm gonna say briefs. I'm thinking briefs.
Tidy whiteies.
Yeah, tidy
Okay.
whities.
And she's got the exit door in front
Yeah,
too.
she does.
Absolutely.
But
And
I'm gonna definitely, I'm marrying
Janet
her.
Napolitano and I have a lot in common. So it's fine.
I'm actually marrying Janet Napolitano, and I'm happy about it. I'm actually happy about that union.
She's happy. Well, it's
I'm-
Washington, D.C.,
I'm
so it's legal.
Feeling good about it.
There's
and
that.
I'm gonna kill Janet Reno for no other reason that I don't know that bitch.
Isn't she already
And
dead, actually?
No, not yet.
Do you want
no?
to put her on your list?
No, maybe next
I mean,
week.
yeah. So okay, that's mine.
Okay, so I got I want to take Marnie.
Oh.
Marnie, you get.
I thought this was...
You're
You get-
wrapping this
Because
up.
he's ready.
I'm ready. I got Ted Nugent, Rush Limbaugh, and Newt Gingrich.
Can't you at least give her Candace? Can't you at least give her Candace?
I'm sorry, but if you
Wait a
fuck
minute,
plastic,
time out.
that's gonna hurt.
She's the
I don't think
last
she's
one.
the right one.
She's the last one. No one.
that
haven't
is
heard
true.
of the
All right,
three.
we
No,
got
yeah, you
just a
get-
couple of
you
minutes.
give it to her
Oh, goody.
with the power saw in the prison.
All right, so I have Ted Nugent,
Rush Limbaugh.
Rush Limbaugh. Oh.
Ugh.
And
You
Newt
have the
Gingrich.
worst.
Seriously, that's a
You
fucked up
have
list.
to
Gingrich
go.
is loaded, though.
And now see, because I just learned
Well,
how to play
Limbaugh's
this, I'm really
too.
good at board games. Because I just learned this. You either have to kill somebody you want to fuck, or you gotta fuck somebody you'd rather kill.
Yeah.
So you gotta load the list that way.
Yeah.
No, let's leave
I'm
load-
sure there's
let's
another way
leave
to play
load
it
out
that's
of
not
this.
offensive, but this is how I learned
I
it.
just want to leave load out of this with that
5
list.
minutes ago.
This is how I learned
All right.
it. Jesus Christ, it's cold in here.
Let the air work. Shut up.
It feels great
Will
now.
we be ice skating after?
If we're going with the
Ice
Easter
skating
theme,
in
it's
Studio
3 days
A.
dead and
The
buried.
scream was somebody
Okay.
freezing to death jumped outside.
The quicker you answer this, the quicker we can wrap this up.
We gotta get there.
We got a minute and a half. Go.
No, we can't skip, Aaron.
I am going to. I am going to kill Nugent
Okay,
Okay, fair.
Oh.
Fair.
I'll write that down.
because he's on our list. So then we win.
Because I want to win. Yeah.
How did he die? Lesbian in Arizona?
Next caller. Winner. I am going to. Oh God. Uh-oh.
Not since 93? 91? What?
I'm gonna marry Gingrich because he'll get rid of me right away. 'Cause
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
gonna move on. I'll say I'm sick or something, and
Yeah.
then I'm done with that.
Oh.
So that leaves fucking Limbaugh,
Oh,
and I'm gonna laugh my ass off the whole time. You
and
little.
remember not to use birth control because then you'd be a
Oh,
slut.
exactly.
That's gonna
Then
be
you're a
horror.
But anyway, you're going to be a rich woman when this is over.
You have no idea.
And then you and Ernie
Blackmail.
can go off to Sesame Street and live happily ever after.
All right, I like it.
Okay, let's wrap up this dog and pony
Okay,
show.
give it to Ernie.
Come on, Ernie.
Okay,
Get that mic and
You have Michelle Bachmann. We have to go with her. You have son of a bitch.
Kim Kardashian.
George W.
And Kim Kardashian.
why?
Oh, and Kim Kardashian.
Because she's kind of hot and you kind of want to kill her.
And Chaz Bono.
Oh,
Just This is easy one.
Oh.
Remember,
I
Chaz
would-
still has a vagina.
Right. Oh.
Oh.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I'd fuck Chaz Bono just to see what's happening.
We have our first live reporter.
Jesus.
Live from on the spot.
So that's
I mean,
so that's how they do that.
Live from the red zone.
live from the G spot.
And then
Or not.
I'm gonna marry not Limbaugh. What's his name? George W. I'm gonna marry George W. because he's a harmless
He's
idiot.
stupid.
Yeah, he's
And then
heartless.
He won't know what's happening.
And then I'll just kill Michelle Bachmann.
Yes,
I'm
done.
there, I'm
Yes,
there.
I like it.
Okay, that's a good answer.
Oh, I thought you were saying Michelle Obama. I'm like, oh.
No, Michelle.
I have a mental block
I was
about
gonna make
Bachmann.
Sarah Palin and Michelle Bachmann, but they're really one and the same.
Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah.
Shame talk.
Shame, Sean.
We made it through it.
cunt.
I am staying till
There
this
you
bottle
go.
of wine is gone.
I'm sure you are. It's the end of hour 3. It's the show on Q Talk America. Thank you for being here. We have wrapped this up in a way that I did not think was going to be possible.
Nor I.
We've
That's a
added
lot
the-
of fun. Thank you, Dion.
We've added the Death Watch and then the Who Would You Rather?
Fuck, Mary kill.
Fuck, Mary Kill. Katie, June, Marty Ryer, Al Perkins, Aaron Kerchief is with her. Her which one?
Henderson.
Whatever.
We like that.
Ernie.
Chiff, got your list.
And
he
I am my cap.
Kerchief.
And I am my cap. I'm Clayton McKee. It's Q Talk America. We will leave you with this. We will see you next Tuesday.
You've been listening to the show on Q Talk America.